Yo, what are your thoughts on zoos?
Zoos?
Wait, I have another question before you answer that. Sorry. I'm sorry to everybody listening to this right now. Oh, really quick. I'm all over the place right out of the gate. I said I wasn't in the mood for this. No, I want to shut the fuck up. But I want to address the sock freaks. Please stop commenting. Please stop DMing me. It's very uncomfortable. I will here's what I'm going to say. I understand that you are benefiting me by listening and watching this podcast. However, I will not succumb to your deep desires and sexual needs unless you pay $1,000 per picture, and then I will absolutely do it.
So you do still want them to DM you, right?
Only if there are very, very lucrative financial possibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That
could
seems
probably,
fair, right?
This is my message to those guys. Still just like give it a shot. Take your shot, see if you can get something for free. He might change his mind.
That's true. I'm very flappable. No. I do appreciate how when you guys message me, you then pretend to like be a fan of the pod.
Yeah.
They always backtrack.
I like the comedy too, yeah.
Yeah. One of them called me a neophyte.
What's that mean?
Means somebody who's just beginning to start learning a new skill.
Oh, cool.
Which is a very good word.
Yeah.
But it sounds sexual now.
Yeah.
I just assumed it was.
It sounds kind of like nympho.
Yeah. Anyway, what were you saying?
You started that whole thing by saying you asked me about zoos, and then you were like, "Wait, I've got another question," and then you were like, "Let me start by saying this," and then you didn't ask me a question.
Yeah, well, I still have that question, so I need to not freak out like I just did because I don't enunciate and it sounds gross. But you told me a story about. First, I need to know how you feel about the zoo. But before you answer that, you told me a story about how you went on a date with a woman and she basically just sandbagged the date on purpose, and you were at the zoo. Yeah. How much sadder did that make the zoo experience, or did you make the best of it? And were you like getting your face painted with her?
No, I wasn't getting my face painted with her, but I didn't realize till after that she was clearly like sabotaging she was trying to get me to call things off.
Yeah.
Because she showed up like in like nice. In shabby clothes and like wearing her glasses when she had not worn glasses once before, like wearing her like.
Yeah.
She was like, you know when girls take their glasses off in movies and then they're suddenly hot?
Yeah.
She was trying to do the opposite of that.
Yeah, she was trying to ugly glass you.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And we just walked around the zoo and had like a conversation, and I did not do well in that. I like asked her the same question like 3 times.
Oh, did she call you out on it?
Yeah.
That's really bad. Did she call you out on it both the second and third time, or did she give you a grace period and then call you on the third time?
She called me on the second time, and then the third time I caught myself and stopped asking it and changed the subject.
What was the question?
It was something about like what her dad or something. Cause
not even an interesting.
No. Well, no, because we were like talking about our families, and then like.
It's always fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and it didn't ruin the zoo for me at all. Really, it didn't affect me in any way. It was
so
like
you
whatever.
liked the zoo? You enjoyed it?
Yeah, I'll still go to the zoo. I like the zoo. Madison, Wisconsin has a great zoo. It's free.
Shout out Madison, Wisconsin.
You can get like
comedy on state.
Shockingly close to the animals there.
Really?
Yeah, the giraffes were like they would crouch down and then they'd lean over their fence.
That's cool.
To like eat plants on the other side of the fence. I could literally, if I wanted to, I could have walked up and touched a giraffe. Like
that's nuts.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I guess that is how good a zoo is how close you can get to the animals.
Yeah, absolutely.
We went to the San Diego Zoo, and it's like massive, but
it's huge. You can't see it all in one day. It's one of the best zoos in the country, I think.
It was amazing. Yeah. It was like really amazing. Also, I saw like wild harbor seals.
Oh, sick.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
Just watching them fucking chill out.
Near Lincoln Park Zoo, hold that thought 1 second.
Yeah.
Near Lincoln Park Zoo, have you seen the turtles there by that bridge?
No.
Dude, right outside the zoo, you can go check out the turtles.
You, me, and Jackson should all do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have a turtle run?
Yeah.
It's really cool, dude. They hang out on logs and stuff, and they swim around.
Another side branch off the turtles, and then we'll go back to the zoo.
The San Diego Zoo specifically.
Yes.
Yeah.
they have this thing downtown, or not? Yeah, it's downtown at a bar, and it's pretty popular because my roommate always goes to it, and my other college friends also go to it, and it's like turtle racing.
Oh.
And they bet on the turtles.
Really?
That is animal cruelty. It's just in slow motion, so I don't think it counts.
How's it cruel, though?
Those turtles got to be stressed, dude.
No, they don't know what's going on. They just think they're going places.
The Thunderdome, something's going on.
They're not.
The forest is alight in sound and
no, but they're
fury.
not being harmed. Like, is dog racing animal
Well,
cruelty?
they execute the loser.
They make turtle soup or something?
Yeah. They serve it in the bowl of the turtle.
In grad school, my girlfriend had a friend in her lab, and we went over to their house, and they had a turtle. And I was like, that's so cool, you have a turtle. And I was like, what's his name? And they're like, his name's Soup. And they called him Soup because they were growing him to make soup out of.
That's smart, because then when you finally eat him, we're eating soup.
Yeah,
that's awesome. My best friend growing up had a turtle. I forget his name. It was
they stink.
They stink?
I think so.
I didn't remember the stench.
Oh, maybe I've heard they stink. And in pet stores they smell.
It was a Galapagos one, so it was like
Those
3
things get
feet,
huge.
3 feet big or something.
Really?
No,
it wasn't.
He
Shut the fuck up.
had a little tiny turtle.
Those things are crazy.
Yeah, I read a book about the actual boat from Moby Dick.
Yeah.
And they like one of the islands they were stranded on after that was the Galapagos with the tortoises.
Whoa.
And they couldn't find any water. Despite how lush it was like this cruel fucking thing where it was like
weird.
Everything here, there's so much life, but we don't know how the fuck it's surviving.
Yeah.
And then they just basically loaded up on tortoises and just put them in like the lifeboats, and they're like, we have to go. And one guy stayed, and he survived.
Really?
People, because there was like a mailbox thing that people would come to every couple of months on that island.
To deliver mail?
I think it was for like studies.
Oh.
I don't know.
So what were you saying about the San Diego Zoo?
So the San Diego Zoo. Oh, but the turtle my friend had.
Oh, yeah.
He would, the first year that he had him, he hibernated. I guess turtles do that.
Yeah.
And now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm doubting it. They're underwater. Why
he was probably just depressed.
Well, he was hibernating, and my friend thought he died, so he was just like sobbing. And then one day he just came back to life, and he was like freaking out.
So he thought it was dead that whole time, and
I think so.
Later, and then finally it woke up.
Yeah.
That'd be funny if he just buried a living turtle, buried a turtle alive.
Yeah, it would just slowly crawl out.
Yeah.
All right, but anyways, the San Diego Zoo, super cool, but super big, and this is probably every zoo experience, but it is mostly just like you go up to a cage and you're like, holy shit, this is one of the deadliest animals in the world.
Yeah.
And then you're like, do you see it? I think there's something back there in that corner.
Like, where is it exactly?
And I literally thought to myself, how long do you think a zoo could get away with just opening their gates and not having a single animal in the enclosure? How long do you think until people are like, all right, I haven't seen a giraffe.
They'd have to.
We should be able to see those.
Yeah. Yeah, like where the fuck is the elephant?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they'd have to have some.
It says there are 7 elephants directly in front of us.
I feel like a zoo could get away with only being like 20% full for a really long time.
A very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think as long as you have the main ones, if you have a lion, if you have, what are people really going for? I think the monkeys are the coolest.
Monkeys are amazing, yeah. The gorilla exhibit at Lincoln Park is so sick, dude.
I haven't seen the gorilla.
You haven't seen the gorillas? Oh, man. We'll check out the gorillas after the turtles, or vice versa.
We were talking to this lady at this, like, land reserve. It was like a Jurassic Park zoo.
Yeah.
Where, like, all the animals had massive spaces to roam.
Oh, yeah.
So you were just, like, looking out on an expanse, and it was like rhinos are here, wildebeests are here, antelope are here, like, all in the same fucking thing. And we were talking to this lady, and we were like, we're going to go see the gorilla, and she's like, you can't. We're like, why? And she was like, he passed. And we're like, okay.
Whoa.
Why would you say
there was only one,
so
too?
Ominously like that?
Yeah. Yeah, why wouldn't you say he passed?
And then we were like, oh, we were going to go see the lions, and she was like, all 3 of them died from old age. And we were like, what's going on here?
Yeah. What the fuck?
You say you're saving the animals?
They had no young lions? They only had old ones?
I I don't think we saw the lions at all.
Where was this?
It was some. It was still under the badge of San Diego Zoo.
Okay.
But it was like this safari thing.
Oh yeah.
It was literally designed like Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
So we were on this like tram, and they had like giant gates that open. You go through it, closes behind you, and then it's like to your left is Gohan. Gohan was the biggest giraffe that they had.
Oh, sick.
He was like 20-something feet tall, and they were like, he's young, so he's gonna be twice that big. And me and my friends were like, no, he's not.
That's not.
That's
they
not
don't
true.
Get 40 feet
yeah,
tall.
that's what we're like. That's just not. But it's probably weight, right?
Isn't 40 feet like 4 stories?
Yeah.
How tall is a story?
He could like definitely from your window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely wrong.
And this will be the last. No, it won't. But this is another offshoot.
Are you working on zoo material now after the San Diego experience?
Should I? I probably should.
Sounds like you want to.
I probably should.
You're pretty hyped up about the zoo. What was your favorite animal at the zoo?
That's a really.
What was your least favorite animal?
Dude,
I'll tell you what mine was.
Go ahead.
The human.
Ah, you fucking asshole. That's you know what? That was my least favorite part of the entire thing. Is we were at the San Diego Zoo. We went on this. I guess it was a tram as well.
Mm-hmm.
Going through at the park, and we roll to like some hill, and she just goes to the left is the most dangerous exhibit of all, and it was just a highway.
Oh my god!
And we were all like, "Oh, shut the fuck up!"
I would have been booing.
That's so gay.
Yeah, that's lame.
I might have booed.
Yeah.
There were kids in front of me though.
Yeah. So you didn't have a favorite animal?
Favorite animal?
You painted your face like a panda.
Well, yeah, the pandas were a very big deal. The pandas are back. They were literally. You could have shot those pandas and just dragged their corpses into the panda exhibit, and you would not have been able to tell a difference.
They were all sleeping.
It was just like their back is to you and their arm is like draped over. You know in Family Guy when they fall down the stairs and they always land in that? It just looked like two pandas like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I painted my face as a panda because I thought it would be funny to take a picture with my Asian friends.
The picture you sent us was just you alone.
Oh, I didn't show you that picture?
No.
Oh, dude, this is great. I think I'm going to post this. And I literally told them, I was like, I'm not going to pay for it. So they all pitched in. So if you call me racist, it's like they paid for the racism, you know?
Oh, yeah. They funded it, so it can't be racist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this is going to be... I'm not going to... I can just edit this. What was your favorite animal?
At the San Diego Zoo?
Yeah.
There were some cool monkeys. I remember cool monkeys.
The monkeys are sad, though, because you can see them thinking.
Yeah, I saw some, like, flying around, though, like, jumping from tree to tree, and that was pretty sick.
There was a little baby monkey who tried to... He, like, did, like, a belly flop on, like, at, like, the top of, like, the canopy of, like, a little tree and just, like, fell straight through and, like, snagged a branch to not fall.
That's the...
And I was like, whoa. He just learned. All right. This is me as I was getting it painted on. All right, here we go. That's me with my Asian friends.
And none of the other guys got face painting?
No.
Are these friends from high school?
Yeah.
You're wearing the same shirt.
I know. I'm wearing the exact same outfit, actually.
Yeah.
Down to the socks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool picture.
Should I put that on my Hinge?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely do it.
Think that'll work?
Yeah.
It'll definitely send a message as to what I want.
Will it?
Want it? If it was... I can't say that. I was thinking of what I told Sam that one time that I can't repeat.
Oh, you just told him so many things you can't repeat.
Why'd you pause like that?
I was wondering if if my sentence was correct.
No. We also went to SeaWorld.
Yeah.
And I've seen the Blackfish documentary.
Oh, yeah.
And I was always like, I'm never giving my money to those guys. But I'm just in my friend group, I'm just such a backseat kind of guy on vacation.
Yeah.
That we just like woke up one morning and they're like, we're going to SeaWorld. And I was like, we're going to SeaWorld.
Yeah, you're not going to ruin the fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's also like, I do want to see the animals. It's still cool.
That's animal cruelty, right? The SeaWorld place?
Yeah, it was bad.
That's worse than the turtle racing.
Yeah.
If you can go to SeaWorld, you can go to turtle racing.
That's true. That's true. And you are paying either way.
Yeah.
Like the belugas, who are very intelligent, they had like a super small enclosure. And the one at Chicago's aquarium for the belugas was like 3 times the size, and they had half the amount of belugas in there.
Oh god.
They also just like they're like, in this tank is belugas, seals, and something else. And I was like, you just fucking tossed them all into the tub,
mix them all together.
Yeah. It was weird.
That is weird.
But then we went to the fucking orca show, which is like the main thing.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like, it was hard not to get like upset.
Oh,
I was
really?
being such a little pussy, but they swim out there, and we have just complete dominion over these creatures.
Yeah.
They like come up to the side, and they're like, now give them a wave, and the fucking orca goes like that. It's like, what about 2 fins? And then it fucking like it's and then they're like, and the orcas will create waves to splash the seals off the icebergs, and they're like, go show them waves. And then they just go around and like twirl underwater and spray the audience.
Whoa.
Like everything, like it was like when you watch a border collie.
Yeah.
They were
like
that well trained.
Monkey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And they have like these big dorsal fins, and they're flopped over. It's because their lack of activity. Yeah. Because their life sucks. And there was one that had a dorsal fin that was so flopped over that it literally, like, you couldn't even tell there was a dorsal fin.
Yeah.
It was so depressing.
Did you ever see that documentary, The Octopus, My Teacher?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it was just yeah.
Or something like that. What was it called?
Yeah, I think it was that.
Okay, yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Do you remember when it came out and everybody was like, I'm never eating octopus again?
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
And then
people got very upset about it, yeah. And
they went
like,
right back.
I can't believe how intelligent these creatures are. I watched it, I was like, I don't give a shit. It said they only live for like a year.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
You just had no,
like they're like, I was like, that's really cool, but I never once considered not eating them.
But you don't like
just
octopus.
Aside from, I ate octopus in San Diego.
Oh, what'd you think?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're super intelligent.
yeah. That's the nice
it.
thing about being a picky eater. You can claim like,
that is true.
Oh no, I
mean,
won't
it's
eat that.
not really true.
I won't eat that because it's too intelligent.
I guess that is. I should just do that for every, like literally, like I don't eat pepper. It's too intelligent.
It's too I won't have any lettuce.
Sorry, I don't like jalapenos.
Yeah.
They might have a consciousness. The higher on the Scoville, the higher form of consciousness that they have.
Scoville is actually a synonym for IQ.
Really?
No, obviously.
I was going with it, dude.
Oh. It was too stupid. It was too stupid to sell.
You can't yank the cord.
No, I can.
Yeah.
But so you had a good time in San Diego with the boys, huh? Met a lot of nice ladies down there, you said?
Met a lot of nice ladies. I was looking forward to meeting one lady who never showed up.
Oh, you were actually going to meet up with a lady?
It was my friend's friend was bringing a lady, and I was going to try to poach her from my friend's friend.
Oh, really? Is your friend going to watch this?
No. No. I wasn't actually going to do that, but I was joking that I was going to.
Yeah.
Her name was Sully.
Sully?
So I kept saying, like, Sully Sullenberger is going to be coming. And I was so excited just to not do anything at all when she actually arrived, and then she just didn't, which is probably better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sully is an old man's name, though.
That's what exactly.
That's
it's also
weird.
Like, doesn't it mean like shitting yourself? Like I sullied myself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or sully your good name.
Yeah.
Means to, like,
you ever
dirty.
sully someone's name?
Yeah, probably.
Whoa.
I must have.
It's fucked up.
Right? I must have.
I guess well, I feel like the implications of a sully are like way more than just like a tossing it around, right?
I thought usually you sully your own name.
Through
Maybe
your
not,
actions?
though. Yeah. Maybe not, though.
I thought sullying was...
We should get off this sully thing. I don't think either of us is qualified to talk about it.
No, it's really good. That's why, because we're not qualified.
Yeah.
I was going to talk about, though, my friends are all way more intelligent than I am.
Oh, yeah.
And we played like card games, and it's like very apparent.
Really? You struggled?
Yeah. I actually won one of them just because I had a stupid strategy that just ended up working, and I didn't care at all. But I was it's like, it's pretty shitty to just realize all your friends are way smarter than you.
Yeah.
I already knew it too. Like,
yeah.
But to have it like visualized
Yeah.
and presented to you, it's just like that. This is a bummer. I also was high, but I also just know I'm retarded.
Do you play chess with those guys at all?
No, I beat them all in chess, but that's different because they don't play chess.
But you don't play those games that you guys were playing, do you? What games were you playing?
I think they were playing it for the first time as well, though.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I always
What
sit there
game?
as it was called Ninja.
Oh.
It's some weird. My friend like finds
Is
all
it
these
like
weird card games.
Is it like a playing card game? Like a
No,
52
it's like
card
it
deck?
has
No?
like there are always all these moving pieces and not really, but like
So
there's
it's
just
like
like
a
a bunch
board-
of
it's a
different
board
cards with
game,
like
basically.
power ups and. Yeah, it's a board game.
I'm terrible at board games. I fucking hate it. And it's
I don't like them as much as I used to.
yeah, I never really liked them. I tried playing like Settlers one time with
Catan?
yeah, and with Sophia and her parents, and I was just like so obviously far behind and like didn't know what to do.
That sucks.
Yeah, I was like I should have just like watched TV.
When you're coming in to play a board game with a bunch of people that have already played it,
Oh my god.
that
dude.
sucks so
It
much.
sucks so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, my friends and I played basketball, and they all played basketball throughout the year, and the only time I play basketball is with them.
Yeah.
But I still have the athleticism to like get open and get good shots, so I'm just missing every single fucking shot.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like I'm like missing layups.
Oh yeah.
And then it's just the most infuriating thing ever. And then I see like one of them that I know I could be better than just like hit a stupid ass shot, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's not fair.
No, it's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate board games though, dude. They always reveal how stupid I am to everybody. It's like there's
That's
no
exactly how I felt.
and I don't find them fun, so there's no upside. And everybody's like, "Let's play a board game."
What about Monopoly?
I wouldn't. I didn't.
Really?
I never played it much as a kid. I don't understand the strategy.
I like Monopoly.
Yeah.
It's like one of the. Do you consider chess a board game?
No, I don't think so. I guess technically it is, right?
It is played upon a board.
It's played on a board, and there's luck and I know it's all strategy.
No, it's not luck.
It's only strategy,
Yeah.
right? So I don't think it is a board game.
I guess you get lucky if your opponent does something stupid.
Yeah, but that's not luck really. That's them
Yeah.
having bad strategy, right?
Well, they could blunder. Like they could just not see something. I mean, either way, it's them being bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's like
it's them
if-
making a mistake as opposed to like a roll of a dice.
sure. But if
Right.
you're playing a football team and their like receiver drops a really crucial touchdown pass,
Yeah.
that's lucky though, right? For you.
Yeah.
Even though
there's
he's
luck in
making the
there's definitely
mistake.
luck in football though. I mean, look at how
Yeah.
that ball can bounce sometimes.
Isn't there luck in everything then?
Uh
Doesn't there just have to be?
I guess kind of. I guess instead of luck, let's say like randomness.
Chance.
Yeah, random chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I guess luck
board
is
games. I'm thinking have like dice rolls or card shuffles. Like poker has luck in it.
Mhm.
Poker, there's like variance. Whereas chess, like the best chess player, like would beat me every single game. I would never win against. But like the best poker player in the world, I could win against them. 'Cause
Really?
There's luck. Yeah. Not in the long run.
Yeah,
But,
but like I mean, you could out of like if you played the best poker player in the world 10 times, how many times do you think you'd win?
like 10 hands.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, I could. There's enough luck in it that I could win all 10 hands.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no chance I beat Magnus Carlsen in any chess. He could play me a million times.
Yeah.
I don't think he could. He could play with me with his eyes closed.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, poker. You need like. People say you need like. It's something like 20,000 hands to get like a real idea of your win rate of like how good you are because
20,000. That's such a high.
because there's
fucking
so
number.
much variance in it. There's so much luck.
Damn.
Yeah.
Are there consistent world number ones?
There's like I think the top 10 will be pretty consistent for like 5-year periods at a time.
Is there a men and a women's?
There's like men and women's tournaments. Well, like the men's tournaments are really like anybody plays, and then they have some like ladies only tournaments, which
Mhm.
they actually have a thing where guys can enter it, but if you're not a woman, you have to pay like 3 times as much as the women to enter it.
Do they
And
do that?
Guys will still do it, yeah. Because
And do they win?
Yeah, sometimes.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Hard not to root for guys.
I mean, yeah, when you are a guy.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like what are we
rooting
not
for,
gonna?
Rooting
yeah.
for a woman just seems kind of.
Yeah, you can't betray the team.
Yeah, like who's that lady? Was it Billie Jean King, the tennis player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I didn't see the movie because I already know she wins.
Yeah. Dude, I saw really quick.
Yeah.
So it is cool what she did. And also, we all know who she is.
Yeah, no, it's amazing
So
what she did.
It's
amazing.
cool. I mean, she beat a guy that was like twice her age and retired.
Yeah.
I think something like that. But anyway, I saw her. I was at a Blackhawks game at the United Center, way up in the nosebleeds, and they had like this between the second and the third intermission. They brought out a bunch of people to the center of the ice, and they had like a hole like this wide to hit a puck through on the net. And they had like 4 random fans, and then they're like, and now we have Billie Jean King. And we were like, me and my friend were like, Billie Jean King! Because it's like, it's just a random famous person that you never thought you'd meet.
Yeah.
So it would just be
way
like
after
if
her
like
prime,
John
right?
F. Kennedy, and you're like, whoa!
Yeah.
Although Billie Jean King didn't get her head blown off. But so she just, all the fans miss, and then Billie Jean King just fucking walks up there, sinks it.
Did you?
Yeah, and the crowd was going crazy.
Going nuts,
and I was kind of like, maybe she did. Maybe she could have beat any man on that circuit.
Yeah.
It was just a cool moment, though.
That is cool.
Yeah. All right, what were you saying, Will?
I don't think I was saying anything, really. We were talking about board games.
You were saying you hate when women beat men.
No, I don't hate it. You were saying, like...
No. It's hard not to cheer for
the guys.
For guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand how we haven't had a female president.
Well, going back to cheering for men versus women, I actually, in the World Series of Poker main event, like the biggest poker tournament of the year, every year, this lady was at the final table, Kristen Foxen.
That's pretty cool.
And she, woman's never won the main event, and I really wanted her to win it, but she did not, unfortunately. She finished like 6th, I think, which was still insane. She made like $400K.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Where's the person?
600K maybe.
If you're in the finals and you finish last, what do you make?
In the final table? Or no, she made more than. No, because I think she made more than that. She made in the millions because the person in 9th place.
What?
The person in 9th place made $1 million. I mean, it's a $10,000 tournament, and there were like 10,000 entrants. So the prize pool is huge. First place won 10 million or 12 million, I think.
That's nuts.
Yeah. So I think she won like 4 million.
I like how
No, less than that. Like she won like 1.8 million or something like that. Yeah.
I like how multiple people win money.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It is cool, yeah. Yeah, I think the top like 10% win money. So the top like 1,000 people.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, the minimum cash, like the when the bubble finally breaks, and like the first person, the lowest finishing place that makes money, they got 15,000 back, so they made like 5,000 on 10. So
yeah,
it's not, you're risking 10 and then you win 5. So that's, I mean, it's better than not getting your money back, but yeah.
What would it have to take for you to just pull the trigger and quit your job and do poker full time?
Probably fucking have to grow my balls a few sizes.
Is that all
I don't
it
know.
is?
No, I mean,
dude, just get veins.
The thing is, I think like poker's fun when you do it recreationally, but I think having to do it like 30 to 40 hours a week after a while would be terrible because the people at the poker table are like just so miserable. I mean, you go sometimes and you play and like nobody talks, so you're just like sitting in silence with like 8 other people that are like trying to take your money. And
is it tense?
It can be sometimes. It's never that tense because it's like I play the lowest stakes you can, and but sometimes people get really pissed off and it can be tense, or sometimes people are just assholes, and so it's just not like the funnest environment to be in, and there's just more risk in it too. So I don't know. I think I could do it, but I would take a huge pay cut, and I would sustain like way more risk, but it would be totally independent, which would be nice. I wouldn't have a boss. I wouldn't have meetings. I'd set my own hours.
True.
Yeah, but I think I could do it.
I mean, if you think you can do it.
But it's just way less money, though. That's the thing.
How much?
I'd probably make like 30 or 40% of what I make now.
That's livable.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what you But you'd be okay with making that doing comedy, right? Like you'd do
That's
comedy
true.
full time if you could do that.
Yeah, for sure. But comedy isn't as. I mean, comedy can be pretty miserable, but at least comedy is like actually like a passion and like it's a
Poker's a
creative outlet.
passion.
Yeah, I'm like fairly, but comedy is like something I'm actually proud of. Whereas poker, I wouldn't be like super proud of it. You know what I mean?
You don't tell your family about your poker wins?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes I will. When we were in D.C. to visit my sister, I went to the casino and I made some money and I told them about that. But in general, I don't really talk to them about poker.
Yeah.
Uh,
The best way to probably get away with that is just win so much that you're buying people cool shit so they can't complain.
yeah.
So as soon as they're like, you're playing too much poker, be like, here is a brand new toaster.
Here's a Tesla.
Whoa.
No, I could never do that. But yeah.
If you gave the Tesla, would it have a big red ribbon on it, like in the commercials?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
You only get the opportunity to do that once, maybe twice.
That's true. Car commercials are so stupid like that, though.
Where the family comes out and it's snowing just a little bit.
Yeah. And it's like, you bought me a fucking car.
Without consulting me?
Yeah.
What if I don't like that car?
Yeah.
I would be so fucking mad if someone bought me a car and I didn't like it. They'd
It
be
was
like,
like
oh, now I have to fucking deal with this?
It was like a Mini Cooper.
I would like a Mini Cooper.
Or yeah.
If it was a
Yeah, they're
manual.
cool.
If it's a stick shift Mini Cooper, that's like a go-kart.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun as fuck.
What about a smart car?
That'd be funny. I couldn't turn that down.
It'd be so funny to see you roll up to mics in that.
I was just going to say, rolling up to open mics in a smart car would be so funny.
How miserable would you be, though, like, after you bomb?
That's exactly what I was
You
thinking
bomb,
about.
and then you're driving home in that shitty little car.
Just
Also,
going
you
on the
get into an-
highway, getting blown to
Yeah.
each side by semis.
Yeah. How heavy are those cars? Do you think you could lift one?
I think I could,
You could probably get it, like, slightly off the ground, right?
just like a smidge.
If you, yeah.
If someone had, no, I'm not going to say that.
What?
I was going to say I could like save somebody if like they were being crushed underneath the tire, but they're already dead, right?
Under a smart car? No.
Have you seen those videos of it's like little kids just running their siblings over in those like little gators?
The gators? Like the
Yeah.
little motorized
They're
cars?
like the little green carts, almost like a golf cart without a canopy.
Oh, I've seen some videos like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, those are funny.
It's funny that you just like give that to a kid and like their first instinct is like, I'm gonna run that fucker over.
Kill my
Yeah, just
competition.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably happens in nature.
Yeah.
If your parents, because they have videos of birds that will just they'll look in their nest of like 5 birds, just all like and then they'll just like pick this one and just drop it.
Oh shit!
You're
do they
dead.
do that?
I don't have enough food. Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, I've
Um,
seen like dead baby birds on the street, and I'm like, how
Yeah.
did that happen?
The mom just makes a call.
Yeah.
That's
The mom-
worse than an abortion.
That is.
That's
yeah.
late.
Yeah, that's a late.
It's the 4th
yeah.
trimester.
Yeah.
And then she's just like, you gotta go. I'm not feeding you.
Yeah.
But if your parents did that, do you think you would have lived? Assuming they're killing one.
Oh.
You have 2 brothers, right?
Yeah, and an older sister. I'm the 3rd child, so yeah, I think I might have been the one to go. I was super annoying when I was a little kid, so
How
it
so?
might have been me. I really would try to make jokes a lot. I try to like, cause like my brother was really funny and my dad was really funny, and so I was like, oh, that's how you get attention in the family is you like crack jokes, and I pissed everybody off for years, dude. I would have
Why?
gotten the boot.
Were you going too hard in the paint?
I wasn't funny at all. I was like 4 years old.
You were just. Do you remember bombing as a 4-year-old?
I remember being like, they do not like me.
But you were like, you're like wiping the sweat off and continuing.
Yeah, I was like adjusting my tie, like, ooh.
I love this shirt full.
Yeah, no, and then sometimes I would say something that would make them laugh, and then I would just run it into the ground until they hated it.
Ah, yeah.
That was tight.
There was a kid on my lacrosse team, and every single day that we broke it down, my coach would say like,
What does break it down mean?
like family on 3, 1, 2, 3, family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just like it's like a huddle.
I was not an athlete. You gotta.
Sorry. At the end of practice every day, we would like huddle
Break
up and
the
like
huddle.
do this. Yeah, we'd break the huddle.
Yeah.
And my coach would always like finish with like some speech. Give a lot of speeches as a coach. And then he would be like, anybody else have anything to say? And somebody would always be like, ARs Friday, academic reports I should really academic
I thought you
reports
meant
are due tomorrow. Yeah,
AR-15s.
no. And then but there was this one kid and he would always scream like he was like drink water and he would scream it.
Mhm.
And the first
That's
time
a good thing to scream.
well, the first time he did it, everybody laughed. My coach died laughing. And then like the next week he did it and it was like it just got slowly like less and less people until it got to the point where he just did it and nobody would laugh or even acknowledge it. And then one day my coach just snapped. He was like, "It's not funny anymore. It was funny at first. You ruined it." And he just never said it again. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But
People
yeah,
get tired of shit.
I used to do that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I was telling you earlier with that girl who didn't find me funny in high school.
Uh-huh.
I definitely annoyed a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when I was young.
Were you a class clown?
I won class clown.
Oh, did you really? Nice,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
It's 'cause I split the vote.
What do you mean?
Like two other people both. There were like two people that were probably more popular than me that would have gotten it,
Uh-huh.
but they cannibalized their own voting.
I see.
So then I was kind of like the
yeah. Yeah. Nice.
But yeah, I would like have classes where I would walk down the hall after and be like, I definitely annoyed like a lot of people
Oh
in
yeah.
that class just because I wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I remember a lot of the kids that like actually cared about learning would be like roll their eyes at me and shit. I was just interrupting class all the time.
Well, I'm just asking the dumbest questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so annoying. My friends showed me videos of myself, my high school friends, of me in high school, and it was so incredibly hard to watch. Dude, there was a video. We were friends with this one girl, and she was like a first generation Latina girl. I think she was Mexican. No, she was from Colombia.
Okay.
And her parents were super strict, like didn't want her out past a certain time. She was part of our friend group, and I was dropping her off at her house, but she really wanted to keep hanging out with us, and she was like, my parents literally like, there's nothing, we can't convince them. And I was like, what if I came in? And she was like, you're not, there's no way. And I was like, I'll do it. And then I went in there, and they were like, we will only let you like try to convince us, but it has to be in Spanish.
Oh my
and
God.
my friend took a video of me. I am wearing a t-shirt. I'm super skinny, wearing a t-shirt that says "Sorry, I have a girlfriend."
Did you have a girlfriend?
I did. It was friends with this girl, and I was literally just be like stumbling through Spanish. I was saying like ella es 18 años. Like I was saying, she's 18 years old.
Yeah.
And then it's just like panned to her like immigrant father, just like this fucking idiot talking to me. And it worked. But I mean, the fact that I did that, I can't believe that was crazy.
That's ballsy.
That's what I didn't
don't even think that's annoying.
But the thing is in the moment, I didn't even register how ballsy that was.
Yeah, you were just being a funny
And I was like,
guy.
so what else did I do?
Yeah.
That people were like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is too much.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any stuff I did. I mean, I mainly like I would like talk back to teachers a lot and like
Smart ass.
Yeah, I was a smart ass, and then I would ask stupid questions and make jokes to my friends that I was sitting next to and stuff. But I guess I wasn't like super disruptive, but sometimes I was.
I wasn't super disruptive. I think we were probably pretty
You were
similar.
smart though. You got good grades, right?
No, not really. I mean, I just did enough.
What was your GPA?
Just like low A's, high B's.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was like a 3.6.
Yeah, that's pretty good, dude.
It was just like enough to. But the problem with that is that I would be because there was definitely a difference in the vibe in a lower level class and a higher level class.
Yeah.
And I was
like you took some advanced classes or what?
Yeah, like I took AP Gov, I took some honors classes. And I was in this like honors history class, and the teacher was this super weird, like uptight white woman with bangs, pale. She always wore like a puffy like North Face vest.
Yeah.
And her whole thing was like, my name is Ms. Olsick. It was supposed to be like MS, not MRS, because MRS denotes that she like is like her husband's property or something.
Yeah.
And she was like extremely anal about like, you must write my name correctly on everything you turn in. And I fucked it up every time. Like, so like,
but not on purpose.
Not on purpose.
Yeah.
And she knew it wasn't. Like, she knew I was stupid.
Yeah.
So it made it even worse, because she would just be like, every single thing I turned in, which already was not good, right out of the gate was like -5. That's not my name, or so. Just like, what the fuck are you doing? And this one, she had like these huge study guides, and there was a ton of annotating, but we had like these huge packets for this one thing, and it was just like this study guide that we had to keep filling out and bringing into class and reviewing and stuff. And we were like 5 days out of like 7 of like having completed this entire thing, and she was like, I'm gonna give you class time to work on it right now, and I hadn't done any of it at all. And then I go to look for it in my backpack, and I don't even like have folders. I just shove shit into my bag.
Yeah.
And I'm just like all these like wrinkled, crinkled papers, and I can't find it. And she's like, why are you not participating? Like, why you're the only person with nothing on their desk? And I was like, because I was like, I'll just print it when I get home and do it then. And I was like, yeah, I lost my study guide. And she just looked at me and she was like, you lost it? And I was like, yes. And she was like, how much did you have of it done? And I was like,
the whole thing.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I did a lot of it. And then she was like, okay, well, what I'm gonna do then is we're gonna print one. Yeah. And I was like, okay. And she was like, and you're gonna come with me. And I was like, oh. And she made me just silently walk with her down the hallway, go to like this teacher room with the printer, and just like watch like 20 pages slowly get like just me and her standing next to each other. And it was one of the most humiliating experiences of my life.
Yeah.
And then there was a girl that I liked in that class, and every lunch period they did a review for like the quiz that they were going to have that later that day. But you had to fill out some other study guide for that quiz to participate in that. And I just went online and Quizleted all the answers and just like fucking jotted them down verbatim. Didn't even read a single thing. And I walked in and she was like, this is the first time you've ever been at a review. And I was like, yeah, I really want to do well on this quiz. And then she was like, dude, in front of an entire classroom of smart kids, she was like, let me see your packet. Did you complete it? And I was like, yeah, I did. And she was like, let me see it. And she just like flipped through it and she was like, did you copy every one of these down from the internet? And I was like, I did. Yeah. And she was like, get out.
You didn't even try to lie?
It was so obvious. Oh my God. And the girl I liked just like watched me walk.
That's so funny. Dude, one time in 7th grade, not one time, but like our teacher was like she had retired, or she was supposed to retire, but then like the 7th grade teacher we were supposed to have like also retired or quit or something. And so this lady came back, and she was like one of the worst teachers ever. So I like fucked around a ton in that class. So much so to the point where she actually thought I was mentally retarded.
What'd you do?
I would, her name was Miss Bucknick, and I would call her Miss Fucknick because she said she had bad hearing.
How old were you?
7th grade.
Okay.
And then I would just always say like the wrong thing. Like I would intentionally answer questions in like the dumbest way possible to get a laugh, and like I was just constantly fucking around. And then there was one day where this girl was making fun of me in front of the teacher, and the teacher went to her and she was like, you shouldn't make fun of Drew. He's special, okay?
That's so wild.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, this whole class clown thing really backfired.
You kind of prestiged her.
What? Prestiged?
You know the Prestiged.
Oh, Prestige.
The movie The Prestige?
No, you told me to watch it, but I never did.
It's like the whole trip. It's like this old Chinese man or something.
I'm into it.
And he's yeah, already, right? It's like this old Asian dude that's like the greatest magician on earth or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And he like acts like a super frail, like weak guy.
Yeah.
And there's like this scene where Christian Bale is talking to Hugh, whatever the fuck his name. Jackman. They're both magicians. And he's like, this is the act. It's the prestige. This is like the final thing. It's like he's just a feeble old man. And now anytime somebody acts retarded, but they're not, I just think I'm like, they're just prestiging you.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you did so good at what you were trying to do that you got away with it.
Yeah.
Because she just assumed that that's who you really were.
Yeah, it was really smart.
If you act retarded enough, you can get away with anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There's a comedian that has a bit like that. But yeah.
It's good logic.
It is good logic, yeah. Although it's fun to like play the dumb guy because you can get away with a lot, but then like people start to believe it, and then you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and then you play a board game, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. Or like you ask somebody a question, and they're like, oh yeah, that's really funny. And I'm like, no, this is being serious this time.
Oh, that one sucks.
Yeah.
I'm just Pagliacci the clown.
I was trying to remember Pagliacci's name the other day.
Oh, is it Pagliacci?
Pagliacci, whatever.
I was saying Pagliacci.
Oh, Pagliacci? It's definitely not that.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's Pagliacci.
Repeated that to at least 2 people.
Yeah, it's not right, dude.
I liked his quote on Goodreads.
What was his quote?
You know the story of him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's
just
a joke, right?
Yeah.
Where a guy goes to the doctor.
Well, it's not a joke. It's a tragedy, Drew.
How he's like really sad. That's supposed to be a joke, I thought. Because he's really sad, and the doctor says, I'll tell you what you need to do to feel better. Tonight, the great clown Pagliacci's in town. Go see Pagliacci. You'll feel much better. And he says, but I am Pagliacci.
Yeah, it's a tragedy.
It's hilarious.
I mean, I guess all comedy is tragedy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the bad stuff.
That's how that works?
Yeah.
Dude, I told a teacher one time, he told me to, he always called me Harold. He was my gym teacher, and his name was Mr. Harrison. His full name was, I think, Kenneth Harrison, so I just called him Kenneth. Yeah. And we literally just like shit on each other constantly in front of everybody in the class. He would like before every class he'd yell, "Line it up!" And every single time he did it, I would just right after him like a drill sergeant, just be like, "Line it up!" And so one day he was like, some days it just got like weirdly intense. Yeah. One day he was just like, I called him. I was like, okay. He was like, run faster. I know you can, Harold. And I was like, okay, Kenneth. And he's like, enough calling me Kenneth. I was like, you call me Harold. And he was like, that's fair. But then another day, he was like, I said some smart ass comment in front of the entire class, and he said, watch your mouth. And I was like, I can't. It's below my nose.
Oh, that's pretty slick.
And then he was like, stay after class. And then he was like, I'm not your uncle. I'm not your cousin. You don't get to just say that stuff to me. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, sorry.
But I feel like you were still pretty cool with him, though, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like you guys had a good relationship.
And I called him a narc all the time. Yeah. I was like he would say stuff, and I'm like, shut up, you narc. Yeah. And he was like, I don't think you even know what a narc is. And I was like, I know what a narc is. And he was like, no, you don't. And I was like, I know. I just never said it. Yeah. Like it's a drug thing, right? It's when you're tired. But then we had this all-night volleyball thing, and our team name was the Narcs, and everybody thought it was because of like El Chapo. We had like El Chapo. We had like famous narcs, like drug dealers on our jerseys. Yeah. And but it was just because of this gym teacher, and then we won. Nice. And the school posted the narcs, and I was like, check it out, dude. It's pretty cool.
Was he proud?
I think he was pretty proud.
Do you get heralded a lot?
A ton, yeah.
Yeah, I get Andrewed.
What?
Yeah, isn't that fucked?
Does that piss you off?
Yeah.
When a guy does it? Okay, Andrew.
I just don't respond now.
Good.
Yeah, if people say Andrew, I just don't respond. It's not my name.
That's stupid. Do they ask you a lot? Like, is that your full name?
Sometimes they do. Usually they don't. Usually they just assume. And I think part of it, too, is maybe they just don't remember. And, like, they remember Drew, and then they're like, whatever, I'll just say Andrew. But yeah. You
know what a good trick is if you don't remember someone's name after meeting them?
What's that?
Be like, what's your name? And then they'll be like, you forgot my name? You're like, no, your full name.
Start to finish. First, middle, and last.
Yeah, it'd be funny if you did that and they just gave you the last name and you were like, okay, so yeah, I know your full name now.
What's your middle name again?
Francis.
That's a good middle name.
Yeah. I know yours.
Oh yeah. yeah. Harry Francis is that, but Harry Meredith is a good comic name.
Something like that.
You don't think so?
I just never liked my name growing up, but ever since moving to the Midwest, people have commented on it so much.
And said it's cool.
Mm-hmm. Memorable as well, which I'm like, I guess that's good.
That's really good. Did people call you Meredith when you were a kid, like trying to make fun of you? Never. Wow, interesting.
Literally never. Even in college, when my lacrosse coach would call me Meredith, everybody's kind of like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then I didn't even realize. Well, I should have realized. I have a cousin named Meredith.
Oh.
And then her
last name's not Meredith.
First name's Meredith.
Yeah, but she's not Meredith. That would be pretty brutal.
So she was Meredith Taggart. She was on the Meredith side of the family, but like her aunt, her mom, my aunt, was a Meredith.
Oh,
but then she married a guy named Taggart.
Yeah.
So she was Meredith Taggart.
I see.
But then he stole money from my grandparents and he went to jail.
Oh shit.
So she changed her name back to Meredith.
No,
so my cousin's name was Meredith.
No.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
No, it's not.
That's a crazy name. That's like a name from Arrested Development or something.
It is. It absolutely is.
That's so. Is she cool?
I haven't talked to her in a long time. She was fine.
Oh, why don't you talk to your cousin?
It's my dad's side of the family.
Oh, dad's side. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, we like some people on my dad's side. I mean, it's not that we don't like them. It's just
kind of grew apart.
It's an interesting situation.
It's an interesting dynamic, right? When your dad passes away, and then
it was there was like
there was
weird sibling rivalry with him and his sisters.
Oh, weird.
The entire thing. I sort of have what Sam had, just in a very different way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's why we bond so much over it.
You have no interest in talking about it on stage? Can you find humor in it at all?
Oh, there's a lot of humor in it.
Oh, but I'm surprised you never probed it.
Yeah. I guess I'm not ready to probe yet.
It's too raw still.
Also, it feels weird talking about me.
Yeah.
Like really personally.
Yeah.
I hate I mean, it's fun to say, like, my favorite line that I have is just "my dad died." That's gay.
Yeah.
That's pretty gay.
Yeah.
And it works like every time.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I am just this kid that's going up there and being like, "My dad's dead."
Yeah.
I feel bad for me.
Yeah.
I don't want them to.
Yeah.
It's like a cheap way to build tension.
Yeah, I like some stuff where people talk about their lives, but some of it is just so self-absorbed.
Yeah.
That I get put off by it a lot.
I guess as long as you don't present it in a self-absorbed way.
Yeah.
Where it's like relatable. I guess it's not. I guess it's because it's like I also like a lot of people who talk about themselves.
Yeah, me too. No, I do too. But and I mean,
it just is how you do it.
And it's like really like I like good established like famous comics when they do it, because they're able to make it relatable to like everybody.
Of course.
But you see a lot of people at open mics where like they're kind of just venting and there's not like a lot of jokes there.
The venting really is annoying. Or when it's just like, this happened to me today.
Yeah.
You'll never guess what happened to me today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm guessing it's not that funny.
Yeah.
Or, oh my God, when a comic is telling a story and it's like a story about, it's like chauvinistic about how like they're superior to somebody in the story.
Yeah.
And the other person's like some dunce or asshole or whatever.
Yeah.
And they don't know anything. And you're like taking the other person's side.
Yeah.
You're like, you're not likable at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to meet this other person and be like, I'm sorry you had to deal with this.
Yeah.
And then she told I don't have to bleep anything because I didn't say anything, but yeah. But there are a couple of people like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to know who sees me do stand up or like hears my name and is like, God damn it.
Yeah. Or leaves the room.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I find the most interesting. Who hates me?
Who hates you? Yeah. Are there people that you like want to hate you almost? Like or like you find out they hate you and you're like, that's fine.
Oh, there'd be a ton, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want anybody to.
Yeah.
But there are a lot that like if they did it just would mean absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
It would honestly, there are some that would like kind of vindicate. Like if you completely disagreed with them.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some people where if they liked me,
Do you?
I'd be like, oh shit.
If they liked you?
Yeah, I'd be like, oh shit.
Okay, I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a stamp of approval.
No, I mean the like yeah, like you get a
No,
stamp.
like you get theirs and you're like, I don't want that stamp.
Yeah, yeah.
Not a stamp I want to collect.
Yeah, but maybe that's. I mean, I should really want to take anything I can get.
Who in the world would you most want to make laugh?
Oh, anybody in the world.
Anybody in the world. You
Prob-
make them like belly laugh.
Probably like Dave Attell or Shane Gillis.
Oh wow, that's a really good answer.
What were you gonna say? Your mom? You said your mom's a hard laugh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also asked her who she thought was the funniest kid, thinking it would be a slam dunk, and she was like, probably Allie. And I was like, fuck! I think I might have been third, honestly.
Really?
I seriously think I was third.
That's
3
funny.
for 3.
That's crazy. I gotta meet your siblings, man.
It's a different kind of comedy. It's very different.
Yeah, I don't think I'm the funniest one of my siblings. My older brother is also hilarious. They're probably both funny.
Would it translate to stage as well, though?
I think either of them could figure it out for sure.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but yeah, they're both funny. My little brother is like so quick-witted, it pisses me off. I would never tell him that to his face. We kind of have a rivalry almost, my little brother and I, in
About
terms
being
of like
the quickest draw?
or just being funny in general. Like whenever we make each other laugh, like we're laughing, but we're like, God damn it.
Yeah, it's
You know
kind of
what I mean?
cool.
Yeah.
How does he feel about you doing comedy then?
He likes it. Like him and my older brother saw me do a mic in Seattle, and they said they were both surprised at like how well I did, and my little brother was like, dude, I was hoping you would suck ass, and yeah, I mean humor is really big in my family, which is good. Every time I go home, it's just like it's all joking around.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
That's definitely very, very rare.
Yeah, it is. The more I hang out with like friends, families, and stuff,
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, this is really like
This
kind of
sucks.
this is a cold room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of our friends' families is like that.
One of our friends.
Yeah.
Oh.
He.
He talks about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In his Jeep. Yeah. Every time he talks about it, I'm like, I would not want to be at that dinner table.
Yeah, it sounds brutal.
Yeah. My family was just such a shitty dynamic with my dad most of the time, just 'cause he would make it tense or weird or fucking whatever.
Yeah, he had some issues.
Right after that, so fun.
Right after?
Yeah.
Immediately after? Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
It was a release.
Was it? Damn.
Oh my god, yeah.
A catharsis?
Oh my god, yeah. He was my biggest enemy at the time.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. But we'll do charades drunkenly.
Really?
Just me and my brother, sister, and my mom.
Yeah, didn't you get high with your mom one time and do charades?
Yeah.
Sorry, I tell you.
It wasn't charades. It was just for New Year's.
Yeah.
And then I asked them how their year was and what they were going to change for their year. And then we never got to me and we went to bed. Dude, we were... I led the discussion and then nobody turned it on me and I was like, all right, I guess that's it.
Happy New Year, guys. What would you have said?
I don't even know. I'm so numb. No, I would have it would have just all been comedy.
Yeah.
And I was like so excited to tell it.
Yeah.
And then it just never got to me and I was like, whatever, dude. But me and my best friends in San Diego, there was a night where me and 3 of them were just on the couch chilling, just having a deep talk for like 2 hours, maybe more.
Yeah.
And I asked all of them what their biggest insecurities were. We had like long conversations about it, and then they were like, "So what's yours?" And I was like, "I really don't feel like talking about it." I didn't even say that. I just was like, I just said the card game that we played that I sucked at. I was like, Ninja.
Yeah.
They're like, that's all you're gonna tell us? I was like, yeah.
Yeah. What is it though?
I feel like a bitch.
Yeah.
Just not being smart.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I mean, there's a ton, but
yeah.
Dude, when I was on a date with this girl, she was like, a really big deal breaker or like a red flag is not red flag. I think it was a deal breaker.
Mm-hmm.
Was just like somebody having like a huge insecurity
Oh yeah.
And I just was like,
That's the chess lady, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, I mean, I have so many of those.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's weird. You'd think she would want like a potential partner to be able to be vulnerable with her. Because I feel like everybody does have insecurities, and the people that say they don't just don't admit them. I don't. I actually don't have any, but but
Well, it's cliche to say you do.
is it cliche or is it just is it true if it's a cliche, or is it a
Well,
cliche if it's true? I mean,
no. I just don't understand how you can't have any,
yeah,
or like any big ones even.
yeah.
I feel like they're just must, because like aren't you? Isn't that weirder if you don't?
It's way weird. I think if you don't have insecurities, you just lack self-awareness.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I'm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's like
that's a bigger red flag to me. I mean, that's like
that's
a big.
that's a massive red flag.
That's a big problem with comedians, dude.
Oh
Like,
my god.
people don't realize the effect they're having on the people in the room, and so how can you ever get better if you don't even know where you stand,
And that
right?
translates to conversation.
Yeah, big time.
I thought you were talking about that at first, but yeah, they're act two.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, some people get off stage and they like crushed it, and it's like, we weren't in the same room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's sad.
yeah.
Kind of wish I had that.
Really? No, you don't.
Nah, I don't.
You'd want to live in a fantasy world.
It would feel better though.
That's like a red pill, blue pill thing.
That is a red pill. Dude, me and that girl would talk about that so much. If you could just if you could just like press a button and go into a simulation where everything is perfect, would you do it? And you don't know it's a simulation.
I would not do it.
I said I wouldn't do it either. All my friends and her were like, "That's stupid. You wouldn't know the difference." And I was like, "But I'd be able to like know that I didn't do it."
Yeah.
Like I would and like I want to fail. Like I want that.
Well, yeah, I just want whatever's real, whether it's failure
Yeah,
or
exactly.
success.
And I'd rather know it's real. And they're like, "But you would think it's real." And it's like,
yeah.
I'm not going in, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm not doing it.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I have to live my imperfect life.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, I have no interest in, the other.
Also,
other
wouldn't
side.
it be cool if like all the people that like went into the fantasy sim or whatever, they disappeared, so that it was just like the rest of us left were just cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
That would
most
be
people
good.
would press the button.
Oh yeah, I think so. But no, I think the suffering is super important.
Oh, I guess our comedy careers would suffer though.
Well, yeah, but yeah.
We should probably press the button for our comedy career. I guess that is all the button really is for us.
Yeah.
Just comedy.
Just never bomb again.
Oh man,
Write great jokes 100% of the time.
I'd know something's up.
Yeah.
I'd be
Yeah.
like Truman Show, just be like that's not right.
Yeah, you try.
My hit rate is unusually high.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, dude, you've just been crushing nonstop.
Yeah. All of a sudden you're touring. Yeah. Like 2 weeks later, you're touring the country.
Yeah.
Selling out arenas.
Dude, I know how much I bomb at mics because I've had so many people come up to me after I do like fine and just be like, oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know you could. And I'm like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes I put it together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. But it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
If we just suck for long enough, we'll be good, right?
I
I don't want to impose me being bad on you.
no,
You're
I
good,
mean,
but
no, I
in the
think
grand scheme of things.
yeah, I think some people will just suck forever. But I think it's like an awareness thing, and then I think it's like putting in the writing time. Those are like that's what separates people, like the people that suck forever, and then the people that get better. It's the people that actually like can be self-critical, and
Yeah.
then actually put in the work to write.
Yeah, but there's
And you
also
have to have a sense of humor. Like some people just don't. Some people really just don't have a sense of humor.
yeah, there are a lot of unfunny people that try to be funny.
Yeah, and then also too, like just people that don't seem to like enjoy laughing or try like that
That's what
aren't
I
like
mean.
interested in being in a funny environment. And it's like, why are you doing stand up if you don't like for me, like when somebody or something makes me laugh really hard, that's like the highlight of my day.
Yeah.
If it happens, like and when it happens, like that's like my favorite part of the day, far and away.
It's just a great gauge for how well something went,
Yeah.
how much I laughed during it.
Yeah.
Like if you were on a date or with friends, did I have fun? Did I laugh?
Yeah.
It's really all that is.
Yeah, basically like how like any interaction with a person, like how good it was
Totally.
is based on like the laughter for me. I don't want to have like an intellectual conversation or like
Even if it's like I do want to have an intellectual conversation, but I'm gonna throw in some retarded.
I guess I don't want to have it
jabs.
without laughter. Like I'm
Yeah.
fine with having or without like joking around, but I don't want to have like a totally serious intellectual conversation.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, I'm also incapable of having an
That's not true.
intellectual conversation.
if we were talking about something like super interesting, like trees or something, then I could probably.
You like trees?
I love trees.
What's your favorite? You like climbing them.
That's true.
What's your favorite tree?
Christmas tree.
A Christmas tree?
Yeah. 'Cause of what it represents.
But you're
Sweet
not even
baby Jesus.
You're not even religious, dude. That's bullshit.
Oh, I forgot to tell you.
Oh, you converted?
San Diego
Would you be-
changed me.
Would you be down? Oh, are your buddies Christian?
No, but I found the light.
Do you want to go to church sometime? I'd be down to go.
How early does that start?
Have to be a Catholic mass. We could do. They have like night mass.
Night mass, but we'd be missing open mics.
There aren't any Saturday night open mics right now, are there? We could do a Saturday night mass.
Do we? Do we get fucked up? Like, how does that work?
No, we don't get fucked up. Are you serious?
Really?
Going to church? No.
I thought they were all about like this is his blood or whatever, and it's just an alcoholic.
You can't have that because
What?
Yeah, you weren't baptized.
No, I was.
You weren't confirmed Catholic.
I was baptized. Oh, I'm a
You also
Protestant.
You also haven't confessed. Yeah, if you're Protestant, you can't have the Eucharist at a Catholic mass.
They won't know.
They won't know, but it's if you have it, it's bad news for you, dude.
What's gonna happen?
Have you
Am I
ever
gonna
heard?
burn
Have you ever
eternally?
heard of eternal damnation?
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
Aren't I already there though?
it's not worth it, dude. We could just go and not get. I'm not gonna get it either because I haven't confessed my sins. I've got mortal sins on me.
Do you
and I
want to
haven't
both
confessed them.
confess a sin right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
We could do that if you go first.
Dude, come on.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
I mean, I've masturbated. That's a sin.
All right. I told the girl one time that I loved her
And you didn't?
when I knew that I did not,
Okay.
and then I raped her dog.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a sin. Yeah, that's two sins, actually.
Oh, dude. I forgot. So we were walking in San Diego, like downtown San Diego, right on the there was like some inlet or bay or whatever, and there were a bunch of like vendors along that bay, and one of them was Scientology.
Oh, yeah.
And they had this weird thing where you like hold tubes and it shows you how stressed you are or whatever, and it had all of L. Ron Hubbard's books behind,
Whoa.
and like 3 people there conducting it or whatever. And we just made my one friend do it 'cause we thought it'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
And we were just fucking with him and the person doing it the entire time, belittling the whole thing.
Yeah.
But like she's laughing too, and she's like, "You guys are funny." And then I kept saying stuff. She was like, "You're so funny," blah blah blah.
Nice.
And then my friends are always like, "He does stand up." Like they think it's so fucking fun to tell people.
Yeah.
And I just have to be like, "Yep, yeah." But for her, I was like, "Yeah, I do." And then she was like, "Oh, can you tell me a joke?" And then I was like, "You know what? Actually, I will tell you a joke." And I did the Cadillac one with the car where he shits on it. Nothing, like literally 0.
Yeah.
And she
Of
was just like, yeah, I didn't even know where like I was supposed to laugh. And my friends after were like, yeah, just like the way you told it, like, and then I was like, nah, you don't get it. It was so frustrating because I just wanted to be like, that joke works. I've done it. I've opened with it.
Yeah, stand-up. That's like a weird thing. I feel like that happens all the time when you try to do a stand-up joke.
Sucked. Should have done a
in
one-liner.
conversation. It just doesn't work. You want me to grab you a beer?
Yes, please. The only things that hold up are one-liners. Yeah. Have you noticed that? Yeah. Everyone shits on them, but they're the most consistent. They are. Well, yeah, 'cause they're just mechanically. Dad jokes will always be in. That's what's cool. That is so funny. What? My friend's family football fantasy chat. I'm the only person that's not actually in their like direct lineage that's in the league. and I won 2 years ago, by the way. And like one of my friend's older brother was so pissed about it because he was like, "It's the fucking Will's Family League and Harry Meredith won." It's so stupid. But one of them said it's gonna be a matinee, and his little sister said, "The fuck is a matinee? Isn't that a marine animal?"
Is that a joke or is she serious?
No, I think she was serious. That's hilarious, manatee. It's so funny.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Man. All right, I'm still. Those belugas looked really smart, man.
Did they?
They're making direct eye contact.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Sea World. It's a dark place.
Yeah. I would
Wasn't San Diego great though?
No.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No.
Why not?
I'm a hater.
You are. Yeah. Hating Harry Meredith.
Yo. Should this be my new thing?
Did you ever watch Chappelle's Show?
Sorry, I'd be hating. No. I mean, I've watched some of it, but not all of it.
Okay. You never saw the Haters Ball?
No.
Oh, you should watch that one, dude.
Oh, by the way.
You'd fit right in.
All right, I'll watch that and text you about how I feel about that. I mean, I am a hater.
Then you would fit right in.
I met this kid that I was coaching goalie with, and I just like mentioned Dave Chappelle, and he was like, "Who?" And I was like, "Dave Chappelle," and he was like, "Come one more time," and I was like, "Dave Chappelle," and he was like, "Never heard of him," and he's my age, and I was like, "You've never heard of Dave Chappelle?"
That's
stand-up comedian, and he was like, "No," and I was like, "Chappelle Show," and he was like, "No, never heard of it." And then I pulled up Dave Chappelle, and he's like, "I've never seen that guy, never heard of him," and I was like, "There's no way this is real. How do you not know who Dave Chappelle is?" I asked my friends, I told my friends about that, and they were like, "We don't think that's crazy. Who knows who Dave Chappelle is?" And I was like, "Everybody." And then they said, "How much of the population, American, do you think know Dave Chappelle?" And I said 70%.
Yeah.
And they said that was absurd.
I think it's over 50%.
I think it's over 50% as well.
Yeah.
I was trying to explain that like an entire generation grew up on the Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
But they don't really give a shit about it.
He did disappear for what, like a decade?
Yeah, but he also had all the trans stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
In the news.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's enough.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Dude, we're both going to have, if everything goes right, we're both going to have pretty big scandals.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah.
It's like, is it joke related or
extracurricular?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think your scandals are going to be?
Dude, I don't know.
Well, I have another question.
Yeah.
I know that you're in a happy relationship right now, but if you really blew up, and you had the opportunity to like date like high level actresses or athletes or something like that, who would you want to date? And would you go for that?
Like
or
celebrity, generally.
Would you let it corrupt you?
Yeah.
Be in the tabloids.
So wait, so what's the question? Is it which celebrity would I want to date if I was going to date one?
Would you date a celebrity, and then who, if you would? Because I'm assuming you would.
Yeah, I might, and probably like Oprah.
Come on, man. That's Matt's choice.
That is Matt's choice. No, I don't even think about stuff like that, dude.
Yeah, me neither.
Honestly, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Who would yours
Caitlin
be?
Clark, obviously.
Oh, really?
Yes, dude. I know everybody thinks this is a big joke. Ha ha.
Yeah.
She's a winner.
Sure.
I'll say it. Also, she's not bad.
There's a lot of women that are winners, though.
Not like her. She's a generational winner.
She's
like the Billie Jean King of our time.
Yeah. Are the Indiana Fever doing well? She's on the Indiana Fever, is that right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing well?
She's doing well.
But
They're going to do well.
They're going to do well, okay.
I mean, they were the worst team in the league. That's why she was the first overall.
Right.
And she's broken like every record.
Has she really? So because she had a rough.
She's the real deal. No,
she had a rough start to the season.
Well, I mean,
right?
she had a rough start. That's because the press was so focused on her and everything.
Yeah.
So like every mistake she had was under a magnifying glass, and all the veterans were being huge assholes toward her.
Yeah.
Which you'd think the women would support other women, but yeah.
Would you?
Look at that. Would you? I gave them the benefit of the doubt. No, but she's steadily been accruing a ton of really good stats.
That's good.
She's broken a bunch of records, but she's fucking dating this fucking D1 player.
Wow.
Some basketball fucking player at
D1
Iowa.
is good though, isn't it?
Not for me.
Well, no, not for you. Oh, you're saying, damn it, she's dating a D1 guy. Yeah, yeah.
Like my dream.
At first, I thought you meant like that's below her, but that's.
Can I tell you my dream?
Yeah, man. Tell me your dream. You told me a dream earlier before the.
I did about how I died.
Yeah. Tell me another dream.
This is a real dream though.
Yeah.
Like one that I plan on making happen.
Yeah.
Mostly because somebody else will do it for me. Sam, our friend.
Yeah.
He's gonna be very big.
Okay.
He's really gonna be that guy.
Yeah.
Here's my plan.
You're totally right.
I genuinely believe that.
Yeah, Sam.
Michael Che and Colin Jost are gonna be replaced at some point.
And it's gonna be you and Sam?
I need it. I need Sam to be the first one in.
Yeah.
And then be like, I got a guy. Let's get him on.
Yeah.
Test our chemistry. Hopefully it will be fireworks, as we know it can be.
Yeah.
And then once I'm in that position, I believe I can have my pick of the litter. And I believe that her stardom will be omnipresent throughout the next decade at least.
Right.
So there will inevitably be overlap between our content and our media.
Yeah.
And say perhaps she hosts.
Oh yeah.
And she needs help.
Yeah.
Punching up some sketch.
Yeah.
Where she is married to a man that just wants her because she's a winner. And we don't have anybody to play that man.
Is this on your vision board?
Mm-hmm. I really do truly want to marry Caitlin Clark. I'm not even kidding.
Would I be invited to the wedding?
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah, dude. I would love for that to happen.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What's your timeline for getting on SNL? How many years? Months, maybe.
Treat it like a kid. Just be like, 178 months.
Yeah.
Timeline for SNL, I'm going to say...
It's got to be like in the next 4 years, I feel like.
Really? I was going to say... Oh, man. I mean, you're definitely right. I was going to say, like... I think there's going to be a big opening when Lauren passes away, which will probably happen within the next 10 years.
Yeah.
It's probably not...
R.I.P. in advance.
Yeah, R.I.P. in advance. Sorry, Lauren, friend of the pod.
Dedicated viewer.
He's a sock guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say ideally 6 years.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll be mature.
Yeah.
Kind of the young heartthrob of the cast.
Yeah. No, you'd be old.
Yeah.
For SNL.
Would I?
How old are you now? 24.
I'd be young 30s. I'd be 30.
30.
I'd be 31.
Aren't a lot of them like 25?
No, I thought they were all like young 30 or late 20. Really? How old was Norm when he was Weekend Update?
He was old for...
Oh, well, I mean, that's the trajectory I'm kind of going for. So.
Yeah. But most of the cast...
Also, if I meet Caitlin too young and too immature, I might blow it.
Yeah, you would
So
definitely...
I'm sort of...
Let me tell you right now, you would definitely blow it.
I mean, we don't know that for sure.
Yeah.
I could clutch up.
Yeah.
Well, also, she's in a loving relationship right now, and I would never interfere with a person's loving relationship. Ever. Ever. Ever.
Let me ask you one question, though.
Uh-oh.
If it meant if it meant dating Caitlin Clark,
Yes.
would you interfere with her relationship, right? Her current relationship?
Define interfere.
Tamper? Like you slid into her DMs and were just like, hey, what's up? And she actually responded to you and you guys actually started talking. And then she, after you guys talked for a while about chess and lacrosse and stuff.
Just not her at all.
She was like she was like, hey, listen, like I really enjoyed talking to you, but it's like I'm starting to have these mixed up feelings because I'm seeing somebody right now, but I'm starting to have feelings for you, and I feel like if we keep talking,
yeah,
things might. I don't know how this is gonna play out.
Mm-hmm.
And you would basically have to say like, at that point, you'd have to say like, I want to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
leave him, would you do it if it meant she was like, okay, yes, I was just waiting for you to tell me?
Yeah, I wouldn't feel bad about that.
You literally just said you would never.
No, that's so different. That's so different. No. No. Seriously, don't put those demons on me. That's completely different. That's me talking her out of a relationship compared to me like cheating on, like having her cheat on him.
Okay. But that's still interfering. You said you would never. So when you said you would never interfere, you meant you would never
do it while they're in a relationship.
Physically, while she's in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like that
I'll
was
emotionally.
Never gonna happen?
I'll emotionally. Yeah, completely.
You'll emotionally interfere.
Yeah, I don't count that.
Have you tried DMing her?
For me, that doesn't count.
Have you tried DMing her?
I must have at some point. I would really be shocked if I have not DM'd her at some point. I actually might not have. Should I?
Why not?
Should I tell her like in 6 years I will be on? I think I should just wait though. Although it would be cool to look back and be like, I told you so.
Yeah.
Remember when you were with that loser that was like way taller than me and more athletic and had a bigger cock? Yeah. Now you're with me.
Now you're with me.
I'm funny. Doesn't that mean so much, babe?
Yeah. It does mean a lot.
And then she'll be like, well, how do you feel about living in Indiana? And I'll be like, I'm sorry, babe.
I'm sorry.
Come to the New York Liberty. It's a better market.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is that she's so good that she's probably going to pull a LeBron and win a championship for multiple teams.
Yeah.
So I think I'll probably be targeting her right around the time that the New York Liberty are.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to be moving to a big market. That's going to help the entire league more.
Yeah.
Because, look at what she's done in already like a third tier market. You put her in an S tier, it's going to change everything.
S tier?
S tier. It's like the best tier on Reddit.
Oh, I didn't know that. What does the S stand for?
It's something gay, like Supreme. I don't know.
Supreme tier.
Sick.
Yeah, sick tier. Yeah, special.
Yeah, that could be.
That's not.
But yeah, I'm super juiced for my relationship with Caitlin.
Yeah, man, I'm happy for you.
But yeah, I haven't thought about that much.
No, clearly not. I mean,
you
just have the whole plan laid out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't.
Would you ever date a pop singer that you know you don't have anything in common with, but she's extremely hot?
No, I can't. I don't want to. If it's somebody like I don't enjoy.
If you were on, do you have interest on being an SNL?
I did at one time, but I don't now. I mean, I'm too old. I can't. It would never make sense. It'd be cool to be. I think it'd be cool to be like a writer, maybe, especially for Weekend Update, where you're just literally just writing jokes. But
I mean, dude, Weekend Update is literally that's the dream.
Yeah, but not like being a cat. I can't act at all. I could never be a cast member. You have to be an actor to be like a cast member. But you're saying you would just want to do Weekend Update, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like yeah.
I mean, I would like to do sketches too, but if it's between the two of them, it's just not even remotely close.
Yeah.
My dream is to be Conan, basically.
Oh, late night?
No, well, so that used to be my dream. I mean, in regards to comedically, like how other people view me. Because when Conan was at SNL, he didn't really get on. He was a writer. Yeah. But apparently he was the guy that every single person went to for punch-ups. Yeah. And they're like, if you can't figure this out, go to Conan. Yeah. That's who I want to be.
Yeah.
I want to be the guy that everybody's like, go to that guy.
Always has the punchline.
He'll fucking help you. Yeah,
for sure.
Or just like help you see it in a different way. I think that's such a cool skill to have.
Absolutely. Yeah. He's got a great comedic mind. He's so funny. He's my favorite late night guy. Maybe.
Easily.
I like Letterman a lot too, but Conan.
Craig Ferguson is.
You really love Craig, dude. I watched some Craig Ferguson, and I thought it was good, but I wasn't. He's not close to. He's not close to Conan, in my opinion.
I mean, Conan is my goat for late night, so yeah. But in terms of flirting.
Yeah, you like a flirty guy.
I like a flirty guy. I like a little flirt.
You should. You gotta be careful though with your audience.
Oh shit. Well, none of them have made it to this point.
That's true. Yeah.
Watch, dude. Watch.
That timestamp's gonna be in the comments for sure.
There's a guy that put like 9 timestamps on the last video, and I was like, "There's no way you've cranked it this much."
No, there's a way.
Yeah.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, there's a sock. There's a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jerking off into socks.
Yeah.
But yeah. SNL. Oh, I used to. My mom one time. My uncle's a carpenter. I told you he made me pipes.
Oh, dude, I just he made you pipes?
Pipes for smoking.
Oh, yeah. I just started taking a woodworking class.
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
I might become a carpenter's apprentice.
Really?
I'm going to look into it.
Yeah.
I'm going to try very hard to do it.
Let me know what it's like. But go ahead,
Yeah.
you were saying? Your uncle's a carpenter?
So I remember when we were in high school, my mom was like, he's a carpenter, and he said, like, if you guys want anything, just let him know. And
That's
I was
so
like,
cool.
I have something that I want. And then she was like, what is it? And I was like, could he make me like a late night desk? And she was like, honey, no. Obviously not. That would take so long to do.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wasn't even serious about that anyway. But I really thought I was gonna get like a Conan desk to sit behind and interview people.
That'd be cool.
That was my dream.
Yeah.
But also now I'm basically just doing that long form, more authentic. That's what a podcast is. Just a very informal late night talk show.
Yeah, it really is.
And then you realize how antiquated that format is.
It's kind of dying.
But at the same, it's dead. It's completely dead. The late night. I mean, the Tonight Show used to be the biggest deal as a comedian. Who gives a fuck anymore?
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, completely. People have done the Tonight Show you don't even hear of.
Yeah.
Not a big deal
and
at all.
doesn't, and they don't go on to do
You're not getting a sitcom if you do well on the fucking Tonight Show.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. SNL's still big though.
It is.
Especially with younger people.
Yep.
They're very into it.
Like high school and college, yeah.
Yeah, which is interesting.
It is.
'Cause I really don't think it's. I still want to get. I still want to get hired, so I don't want to say any slanderous things.
Yeah.
You think I've said anything on stage or on my podcast that will not allow me to get hired for SNL?
Like you might get Gillist.
Yeah. Minus the comeuppance.
Like how he came
minus
up.
the rebound.
Yeah, minus the strong
the
rebound
superstardom.
into superstardom, yeah. No, I don't think so. I mean, no, I don't think so. You haven't done anything egregiously racist that's been recorded and put out.
That's true, yeah. So you better not use that recorder of yours. No, I don't do anything bad.
No, you're a good guy.
I'm a great guy.
You got a good heart.
Calm down, dude.
You can't take a compliment.
I don't have a good heart. I would
Careful, dude. Caitlin Clark might be listening.
I have a great heart, especially for Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
There's just something so attractive about somebody being so good at something.
Yeah.
It's hard to articulate. That's why I was telling you about this Hinge girl who I agreed to go on I asked her if she could meet up, but I initially just was not that into it, and then I saw what she did for a living, and it just was so quick.
Yeah.
I laughed out loud. I was like, yeah, obviously. What am I thinking?
Was it one of those
I
things?
saw a molecule, and I was like, fucking yeah.
Was it one of those things where you saw it and you were like, why is she interested in me?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And then immediately I was just like, she has no idea how stupid I am. If we do meet, it's going to be... I was thinking about this because if we do meet, it would be the day that I'm working on my screenplay with my professor.
Uh-huh.
And she'd be like, what'd you do today? And I'd be like, you don't even want to... And then she'd be like, what's it about? You don't.
Do you like your screenplay? Do you like the idea?
I think it's amazing.
Then talk about it.
It's just so long-winded and retarded.
No, that's fine, dude.
You really have to get into the weeds about it to and then also once I get started, I'm like a wind-up monkey that can't stop.
You can't give a bumper sticker version of what you're...
It's too weird of an idea.
What? Give me the shortest version you can right now.
I'll give you I'll give you the log line.
Okay, yeah.
A group of friends stumbles upon the lucrative possibility of finding and reselling golf balls and finds himself tangled in the underworld of golf ball night hawking, I said that really bad. Wait. All right, I have. Look, I'm drunk right now. I have the log line on my. Okay, here. You ready?
Yeah.
A dysfunctional group of friends discovers the lucrative possibility of reselling found golf balls and become entangled in the maniacal underworld of golf ball night hawking. They find themselves facing everything from vicious snapping turtles to betrayal and murder. Nobody makes it out unscathed. You
That
don't
sounds
really
cool.
you don't really know anything from that though, right? Which I guess is good.
You kind of do though. You get enough. Yeah.
That just sounds so retarded. And then she's gonna be like, "Yeah, I just like reconstructed a man's face today using a 3D printer."
Yeah.
And I'll be like, "Yeah, I mean, I wrote a really good joke, so."
I mean, those are two totally different things though. Science and.
I just can't not think of ours as inferior though.
I,
Obviously, I think it's superior,
yeah.
but it's like if I reveal that, I feel like I'm showing that I am less intelligent.
I think it's a different kind of intelligence. I saw when I was in college there was like a Nobel laureate that came and gave a talk, and one thing he said was like at the end after like he talked about like the research that he did, he was like he was talked about how he thought the arts were really important because like musicians or writers or whatever, like what they make, it's like nobody else would have ever made it. It's like very unique to them, but like also broadly has like broad appeal. Whereas like a scientist is just
It would have
discovering
eventually been discovered.
is just discovering something that somebody else could have
Oh,
discovered.
that's interesting.
Right? So like there's this like very unique thing about art, which like I don't know that I think stand up is art or whatever.
Come on, dude.
But writing a screenplay or making a movie
If
is
that's
definitely
art,
is
then-
art for sure. But so like there's like redeeming qualities to doing what you're doing compared to like where science like what she does is super cool and it's important, but like if she hadn't done it, like somebody would have eventually done it, you know, and whereas like nobody was going to write the story you wrote.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, I just feel like this. I also feel like that's part of what makes it less impressive, though, is that like it's just me shitting out a story, and it doesn't have to be anything. Whereas like what she discovers or proves, I'm not saying she's discovered or proved anything, but if she discovers or proves something, it has a basis. They're like people can confirm that.
Sure.
And like say like you did like this procedure correctly.
Yeah, it's
and
more
this outcome makes
it's more
sense.
objective, whereas yours is more subjective.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Fuck.
They're two different things. It's like comparing apples and pears.
I can't even really wrap my head around, which is so stupid because we used to both be this way. But like, I have a friend who wants to do stand up and he just won't do it. He's just like paralyzed by fear. And then I meet so many people, and they'll just be like, I could never get on stage. It's just so, it's just so terrifying. And almost every single time, I'm just like, what you do is way, way worse.
Yeah.
It's like way harder.
Yeah.
And I can't even like really understand why it would be hard to do stand up anymore. Like why it would be, because I've just done it. I've only done it like 300 something times, but like obviously the first time I did it, it was like the scariest thing I ever did. And I still get extremely nervous.
Yeah.
But to just now it's just like, well, just get up.
Yeah.
It's just like, just stand there.
It's weird how now it's like you feel worse when you don't get up.
Yeah,
even
of course.
Even if you bomb, it's like it's so much better bombing than not doing it at all.
Yeah, I totally agree.
It's like you need it. You need to get up.
That's why vacation is bad.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of vacation at all.
And then you come back from vacation and you just feel like you miss so much.
Yeah, you did miss a lot while you were gone, by the way.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are all just getting better at comedy and I'm just not. I like all of your graphs are going like that, mine's just slowly going down.
I'll say I'm not getting better. I've had some rough sets and I don't have like anything like that I'm really like amped up about. But yeah, so I mean it's such a long, it's like running a marathon. Like
it's a marathon, not a sprint.
If you take it easy for like a mile and like some people pass you, it's like, well, there's still like 20 miles to go.
Yeah.
So.
But are you going to catch up?
Yeah, you will.
They're so far ahead. Also, I might shit myself in mile 3.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, I've been doing it for 2 years. You've been doing it for 3, right?
Almost 3. It'll be 3 like end of September.
Okay, so when I graduated college, I had a really cocky Instagram post that said pre-sale for MSG begins in 15 years.
Yeah.
Get your tickets fast, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was thinking on my walk today, I was like, 15 years, like how realistic of a timeline is that? Even if things go very well.
You're like, fuck,
and
I should have said 16
I know,
years.
I literally was like, I should have said like 18 probably.
Yeah.
But it's just not gonna, but
yeah.
If it were to, it would just still be, it would have to happen so soon. But then I was also thinking like how long that is, but then at the same time, I've already done 2 years and it's felt like absolutely nothing. I feel like I still don't really know anything.
Yeah.
And that is like a fifth of a decade. Like that's 20% of, because to me it's like if you've been doing this for a decade, you should be very good at it.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I'm a fifth of the way to that point, which isn't a lot, but it's still like a slice.
Yeah, it's also, but the growth is non-linear though too. You have to remember.
Isn't it ultimately linear though?
Well, I mean,
if you did like the line through the middle,
the starting point and the ending point. If you have 2 points, yeah, it's a fucking line. But what are you talking about?
That's true. I'm right.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's tough, dude. I mean, I told you earlier, like I've not. I feel like my writing has regressed a lot, and I don't know what.
I mean, definitely hasn't regressed. It's stagnated, maybe.
Yeah,
regress is definitely the wrong word.
Yeah, I don't know.
Failure is not regression.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what Mark Norman said.
Oh, well then that's probably not true. No, I'm just kidding. That guy's great.
Even if you don't even find Mark Norman funny anymore, you have to admit that his approach to stand-up is very pure.
Oh, yeah.
Just work your fucking ass off, get up whenever, wherever you can.
Yeah.
And just out-hustle everybody else.
Yeah, yeah.
And it worked.
It really did.
Yeah. It's just like, I was talking to my friend about this. If you're the coach of a team, how often do you make them practice? How intense is your practice, and how long is your practice? Because at some point, it becomes detrimental.
Yeah.
To practice too hard.
Right.
I don't think either of us have reached that point.
No.
Obviously.
No.
But there could be a point in the future where we have to evaluate. Also, I'm never not thinking about stand-up.
Yeah.
Which has to be something, because writing is just transcribing your thoughts.
True, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've tried to do that more where I'm like constantly looking for things, and because I'm not like you where I'm not constantly thinking about stand-up. I think about other stuff.
Oh, damn. I can't not think about it.
I think about poker a lot, but I also do like I think about it a lot for sure. But not, I wouldn't say constantly. Yeah.
Well, I'm not like constantly thinking about my like act and consciously writing, but
just thinking about the whole.
It's just like I constantly have. There's like my consciousness, and then there's like a security camera watching the consciousness.
Yeah.
And anytime a blip happens where it's like, what was that?
Yeah.
I have to record it.
Yeah.
And write it down.
Yeah, I'll have things sometimes where I'm like, it just stays with me, and I don't even know why I'm like staying on it. Like I don't even know what's funny about it, but it just like I keep thinking about it. I'm like, I must need to write about that. Like,
is it the drug dealer one right now?
But that I more kind of have like I'm sort of like shaping jokes around that a little bit. But there was another thing where I was walking the dog the other day, and I saw this lady driving down the street, and she was delivering newspapers, and so she was like cruising along and just like chucking newspapers out of her car, like at fucking houses and stuff. And for some reason that was like kind of funny to me. And I don't know why yet, but I've been thinking about that a lot. It was like a really funny scene for some reason.
Wait. She was just chucking newspapers out?
Yeah, she was like the newspaper lady.
What was she driving?
Like a Hyundai Santa Fe or something.
What the fuck? I was imagining like a Lincoln Continental. Like an old. Okay.
No, it was like.
Why is she the? Huh. Maybe the juxtaposition between like you normally think it's gonna be like a young boy on a bike,
Yeah,
It's an
that's
old
the
woman in a
stereotype.
Hyundai Santa Fe.
Yeah, it was like a
Santa Fe.
it was like
Santa
a
Fe.
Latina lady, and
Ooh,
but
that's nice.
yeah, I don't know. I was trying to figure out what's funny about it. Like, it's kind of funny. Like, she's like, it's basically littering,
It is littering.
but she's getting paid to litter,
Yeah.
which is kind of funny. And also, like, everything she's throwing at people's houses, like, they can find it on their phone. They don't need that.
Yeah.
But it's not
unnecessary.
Yeah, it's unnecessary. It's so antiquated, I feel like. But yeah, I don't know what none of that is a joke. None of that's even funny, but I'm just like, why do I keep thinking about this?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
I have
feel
things like that as
something there.
well.
And tell me if this is now I'm like kind of not running bits really, but just like telling you about
If you
stuff
want to run
I've been
bids, I'll do
thinking
that as
about it.
well.
Stuff I've been thinking about, but like about how this is almost more just like venting right now about how much I don't like actors.
Please go for it.
About how they just like get praised for like pretending to be people.
Playing pretend.
Yeah, like pretending to be other people.
Yeah, just being a
I
shell.
feel like this has been something like this has been done before, but about how ridiculous it is that like people like love certain actors like Jeremy Allen White, let's say.
Okay.
And it's like, but you don't even know who that guy is. You just know these characters. You just like these characters.
The guy he pretends to be.
Yeah, yeah. And I feel like it always turns out that actors are douchebags. Like you always, most of the time when you hear about actors off stage, they're not cool at all. And so it's just weird how much we revere them for pretending.
I thought about that a lot. I don't know what to do with it though.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's gonna. That could definitely not be a bit. That was just something I was thinking about.
But it is very weird. It's like you're not even looking up to this person for who they are. You're looking up for who they pretend to be. And also, just because they're so good at playing pretend, then they now have like legitimate weight in people's minds.
Yeah.
Like their opinions mean something. And like more people hear their opinions.
Yeah.
They have like a platform.
Yeah, and they like
They
somehow
should use their platform.
They're somehow all like magically philanthropists too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate when people impose that responsibility on famous people.
Yeah.
To like use their platform or whatever. It's like you don't have to fucking do anything.
Yeah.
That's your job.
Yeah.
You're good at your job.
Yeah.
Let them do their job.
Yeah.
If they want to, yeah, sure, go fucking do whatever you want. But to demand that somebody just because of
has
their
to
fame
comment on something that's happening, yeah.
You're not, and that also just like that being silent is an action. Your inaction is an action.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And then almost all the time, it's like the knee-jerk reaction when something very bad happens, it ends up being very cringe down the road.
Yeah.
And it's always like, remember when we fucking did that shit?
Yeah.
And it's like, weren't you all on board with that?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah. I did it because you guys did it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fickle. It's very fickle.
Yeah.
That's why when I'm famous, I'm gonna let Caitlin do all the pressers.
Yeah, let her handle that, dude.
She's good at handling. Ball handling.
She's got good handles.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Dude, she got angry in a game recently. Sorry to bring this back to her.
No, anytime you want.
She got angry in a game recently.
Uh-huh.
And she fucking slapped the shit out of the fucking thing holding up the basket. Teed her up. Gave her a tech.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Showed too much emotion.
But I saw that emotion. I saw that passion.
Yeah.
Oh, my God,
Just
man.
fell deeper in love with her?
Something I do. I get angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm mad.
I've seen you slam your joke book down after a bad set.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
Dude, I'm such a fucking baby.
But you still get up a lot though. You don't really like let it affect your like volume of work.
That's true. That's true. I fail courageously often.
I mean, some people do though. Like some people have a bad like first set, their first time doing stand up, and they're like, okay, I guess this isn't for me.
I mean, that just means it's not for them though.
Yeah.
So they're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sister took a stand up class at one point.
Whoa.
And she did like 5 sets or something over the course of the class, and then like at the end she like had her set filmed for like her final class in front of like an audience, and she showed it to one of her friends, and her friend was like, I mean, none of it's really groundbreaking. And my sister was just like totally put off from doing it anymore, and she was like, yeah, I guess it's not for me. And it's just like, that was her 6th set ever. Why would it be groundbreaking?
Yes, why would it be groundbreaking? But to say that,
well, yeah, it's a
was your
ridiculous
sister
thing to say.
expecting it to get that reaction?
I don't know. I think my sister just like was hoping it would be fun and funny to watch, and her friend was just kind of negative, and
she's got a bad friend.
Yeah, and it's just
but
like
also, yeah, she did just quit right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe she just realized she didn't like it that much or something, but like it's also just like nobody's supposed to be like making waves that early on, right?
It would be weird if it was groundbreaking.
She had been doing it for like 2 months or something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, it just means it wasn't her thing. Was that before or after you did stand up?
I think it was before I started doing stand up. It was
That's
like
interesting that 2 siblings from the same family.
Yeah.
I guess that's what fucking siblings are. Both did stand up at separate times.
Yeah, Brian Regan and his brother do stand up. Eddie Murphy and his brother Charlie Murphy.
Yeah, and Chris Rock,
yeah.
Tony Rock,
yeah,
and Jordan Rock. I've seen every Rock except for Chris Rock.
Oh, really?
I've seen Jordan Rock twice.
I've heard Chris Rock is the one to see.
It's Chris. Tony was really good, by the way, but obviously not Chris Rock.
Yeah.
I felt so bad for him because after the show, all of his fans just kept being like, "We like you better than Chris," and he's like, "Yeah, whatever."
Yeah.
I know it's not true.
Yeah. But it's also like, why are you bringing him up? If
Yeah, exactly. It should just not. He shouldn't.
just
Nobody's going to be like, "I like you better than Tony."
Yeah, or just being like, even just being like, "Hey, I really liked you. I really think you're so funny." Like, don't bring up anybody else. Like, why?
Oh man, there was a for I forget it was another black comic, but he had 2 black comics opening for him.
Yeah.
And I told one of them that I liked their bit, and he was like, "That was the other black guy," and I was like, "Yeah, it's my bad."
Yeah.
It was so awkward. It was in front of like the 2 managers of the club, and I was like, "I really like this bit where you did this with your hat," and he was like, "I don't wear a hat," and I was like, "What? The silly one?" And he was like, "That's not me," and I was like, "He's like, that's the black guy with the hat," and I was like, "Ah, shit." Should have known from the hat. It was so embarrassing. I looked like retarded and racist at the same time.
That's amazing.
Damn, that improv really exposed me racism-wise.
Oh, yeah, that other story.
Where I yelled at?
Yeah, that's so good.
By Moto.
Let her laugh.
Let her laugh. Yeah, that was scary. I was going to say something else about... who's the fucking fat guy that killed himself? Drug overdose. Farley. Chris Farley.
Yeah.
His brother does stand up.
Yeah.
I've heard he's historically bad.
Yeah, Matt Calhoun has some funny stories about that. Did he tell you that one about how he saw him at some
I think he did.
Club in New York or something, and he was in the bathroom like after his set. Matt was in the bathroom like, and apparently, what's his name? Something Farley.
His brother?
Peter? Not Peter Farley.
No. It's definitely not Peter.
Eric?
Chris Farley.
Michael?
Dan.
Dan. It might be Dan.
No.
Farley. Dave?
It's some generic white name. I'm going to look this up.
But anyways, the Farley brother is like at the urinal peeing. And when Matt walks in, and apparently he's just talking to himself, and he's like, "God damn it, I'm so fucking bad. That was so fucking terrible." And he's like horrible. So upset. Yeah. Kevin Farley. Fuck, I should have got that. Yeah. Yeah. It's rough. Yeah. That's got to be brutal to be trying to make it in comedy when your brother was like one of the funniest guys of all time. You don't even think Chris Farley's that funny, do you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's so funny how that he was before your time. Like, he was like...
I've watched all the videos.
I know, but it was like a different...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And like, you don't like Adam Sandler movies, like his like. Have you watched like?
No, I love Adam Sandler.
Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison?
Yeah,
yet?
of course.
Oh, you like that stuff? Okay. Oh, interesting. But you don't like Chris Farley. Like, you didn't like Black Sheep or Tommy Boy or any of that?
We watched Tommy Boy as a lacrosse team, and I was kind of like, this just did not age well.
Oh, really interesting.
Yeah, there's like one line that made me laugh, and it was just him being like, "Oh, I'm a fucking retard," and I was like, "That's amazing."
Comic genius.
And like the big guy in the tiny jacket was fine.
The big guy in a tiny
but also
coat.
I was like, this is just, it's kind of like it was way more physical humor.
Yeah. You didn't like the part when he like they're at the gas station and like Chris Farley breaks the door on David Spade's car, and then he's supposed to be like filling gas, and he breaks the door off and he like puts it back on before David Spade gets
I don't
back.
remember that.
You don't remember that? And then David Spade comes out from talking to the guy at the gas station. He comes out and he goes to open the door and it just
comes
like,
off.
falls off. And Chris Farley's like, "What did you do?" Like he tries to blame him for breaking the door. It's obviously much better in the movie.
Yeah. Also, I knew about him being a total wreck before I watched that movie.
Oh,
so it made it really sad. Yeah. I watched the documentary about him.
Hard to laugh when you're sad.
Very hard. Yeah, very hard.
You watched the documentary?
She's the giggle at a funeral.
I'm sorry?
She's the giggle at a funeral.
She's the giggle at a funeral?
Yeah. Take me to church.
I feel like I'm having a stroke.
Hoosier.
I feel like I'm having a stroke.
Take me to church. I worship like a dog in the Saturday night.
Oh, that song that sucks ass?
That's a great song.
Who does it again?
Hoosier?
Hoosier?
I think so. Who's your?
Oh, okay.
Who's your daddy?
I don't know where we're at right now.
Fuck, that was on me. Chris
we were
Farley,
talking about Chris Farley, and he started singing that
his
fucking
movie.
song.
Oh, giggle. I can't say giggle for some reason. I keep saying gill. Giggle at a funeral. Laughing sad. Oh, yeah. There was a scene that stuck with me with Bob Odenkirk. Have you watched the documentary?
No.
They made 2. I watched one of them with my mom. Also, Adam Sandler does a tribute to Chris Farley at the end. I've seen that, and it makes me cry.
Mm-hmm.
My good friend Chris Farley.
Yeah, he does the song.
Yeah, he's playing the guitar.
Did you watch Adam Sandler's stand-up special? It's in that.
I didn't.
Oh, he does.
I only watched the end thing.
He does the song in his special. Yeah.
But Bob Odenkirk got interviewed for the doc, and apparently the entire time Bob Odenkirk was the one guy that was like, he has a problem. We need to address it. And just everybody was like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
And then there was just this scene from him in the documentary where he was like, yeah, but stops being so fucking funny when you overdose and die.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a guy who loved his friend and he just would not listen to him.
Yeah.
It was so sad.
Yeah. It's fucked up.
Like I would be pretty pissed at my friend if they just like killed themselves in front of me. And I was like, yo, stop.
I'm not gonna stop doing Zen, dude. If
that's no, it's poker.
Oh, it's poker. Yeah.
I mean, Sam is the closest one to doing that.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm very straightforward with him in terms of being like, you are fat. Any chance I can to call Sam fat, I do.
Yeah.
I'll like shoehorn it into conversation.
Yeah.
Just be like, you are fat.
To shame him
don't
into
forget.
eating
Yeah.
better.
And like not be an alcoholic.
Yeah, we were he and I were gonna submit, or we did submit to like the sautéed stand-up show. So I asked him, I was like, "Can you cook?" And I'm not gonna say his exact words, but he responded like a house N-word. And so I was like, "Oh, this guy's really good at cooking." And then I come to find out he eats fast food for 3 meals a day.
Yeah, he literally hits every chain.
Yeah, and I'm like, what are you doing if you're good at cooking? Why are you going to fast food all the time? And then I watched him grill burgers, and I was like, what the fuck?
No. I looked into his fridge, and I was like, this guy does not cook.
No,
not at all.
Yeah, he's crazy.
I'm
funniest dude I know, though.
He's very funny. I'm afraid that he's going to Bert Kreischer it. I always tell him he's the black.
He's never taken his shirt off.
You can't be the black Bert Kreischer. You can't, dude. You just can't do that.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I was going to say something else about him in that vein. Oh. Something about how I call him fat all the time. Oh. About like the 900th time I called him fat.
Uh-huh.
We were like talking about it, and I was like, when you should get worried is when I stop joking about it.
Yeah.
Because that means it's like really bad.
When you don't find it funny anymore.
Yeah. I was like, it's good that, because it's really not that bad right now. But
no,
like,
it's not that bad.
The day that like I stop making a joke about it is the day that you should get very concerned.
Yeah.
Because that means like All right, Sam's gone.
He's gone too far.
We're all like, it's a lost cause.
He's gonna be one of those guys that like lays in bed, like he physically can't get out of a bed.
He's gonna be
Ralphie
May. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Jesus.
Bert Kreischer told a story about Ralphie May where they went to get sushi or something after a show, and Ralphie May like ordered. He was like, I'll get 2 of this, 3 of that, 4 of that, 5 of that, all of that. Just give me a bowl of that. And then, like, throw in those sides as well, that, and that, and that. And Bert was like, that's for the table. And then he was like, all right, you guys can go now.
Yeah. Chris Farley used to eat like that, too, apparently. Chris Farley would eat, like, 3 entrees. They'd go out to dinner, and he'd get, like, a T-bone steak, a huge bowl of pasta, just, like, all this shit. He would eat like a fucking animal.
I physically can't do that.
No, it's terrible. You feel horrible.
It's not even. I can't physically fill my body with that much, too.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, but that's their drug. I mean, Chris Farley also did actual drugs.
Yeah, he did speedballs and shit.
Mm.
When I was like,
So
I was like browsing online on like some fucked up subreddit or something, and at one point I found like leaked pictures of Chris Farley's dead body where they found him in the hotel room.
Oh God, upside down.
Dark. No, he was laying on the floor.
He wasn't like a bat.
No. Yeah. What? Why'd you say upside down? I didn't even think about how weird that is. Why would he be upside down? Have you heard the story though about when he died?
I meant face down.
Oh, face down? No. I think he was on his back. I think he was actually on his back holding a rosary.
A rosary?
Yeah, your battery's about to die.
It just did.
Oh, it's dead?
Yeah.
Are
Let's
we
go
done?
like 10 more minutes.
Just audio?
I have to pee so bad.
I have to pee too.
What are we at? What do you think we're at?
Like 2 hours.
Damn, we're at 1:58.
Oh, wow.
That was very close.
I looked at my phone.
You
recently.
cheater. Aaron did the same thing.
He was like, yeah.
He was like, we're at 3 hours, and it's 3:06. And I was like, that's pretty impressive. That makes sense. I would have said the exact same thing. What were you saying? Rosary? What's a rosary?
It's have you seen like Latinos like to wear them as necklaces, which is actually sacrilegious. Like it's the cross and it's got beads on it. It looks like a necklace. You're not supposed to wear it as a necklace, but it's got beads on it and it's got a.
Can you eat the beads? Is it like a candy? It's like a Smartie.
No. Each bead represents like a prayer you're supposed to say.
Huh.
You call it like saying the rosary, and you go around the whole necklace and like something like so many Our Fathers and so many Hail Marys and stuff. But yeah, so he was like, but what the story of when he died, he was like with a prostitute and
oh God,
and he like started like not feeling good, and she was like, okay, I gotta go. Like she didn't want to be like around if like something happened, like she didn't want to have to call an ambulance or whatever. And he was like, no, don't go. Please don't leave me. I don't want to die alone. And she just left.
Oh my fucking God, dude.
Yeah.
That is so depressing.
Super brutal. Yeah.
Well, I don't worry about that because I know I'll never get successful.
You can still die a sad death when you're not successful.
I'll accept death.
You did in your dream, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which was real.
Dude, I have had so many dreams lately, and they're like very vivid, and then I can't remember them. It's really frustrating.
Sucks.
I'll like sort of wake up, and then I like can remember them then, and I'm like, oh, that was so interesting. Of course I'll remember it later. And then I fall back asleep, and I wake up, and I can't remember it.
You got to write it down.
Yeah. Do you do that? Do you have a dream journal?
No, that'd be gay if I did.
Okay, a dream diary.
Yeah, I do. No, I don't. But I put like a lot of thinking toward my dreams. So I think because of that.
Do you try to analyze them and make sense of?
I'm very Freudian with my dreams.
Are you? Yeah. So it all goes back to you wanting to have sex with your mom.
Yeah. Well, that's the dream.
Yes.
I have a dream.
Not a lot of analyzing you need to do.
What does this mean?
Yeah.
No, I had dreams. I had a lot of dreams about me fucking my dad, and I was like, this must mean I want to fuck my mom. No. I'm a very active dreamer, and I also lucid dream a good amount.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Good
I
for
love
you.
dreaming.
Yeah.
And so I've thought a lot about them.
You like intentionally lucid dream. You have figured out a method for lucid dreaming, right? What is it again?
You set an alarm a couple of hours before you want to wake up.
Uh-huh.
And then you basically just get yourself to the point where you're not fully awake, but like just like sit up in bed for like a couple moments, or just at least just stare at the ceiling and be like, I am awake right now, and then go right back to sleep. And then you'll almost always have a very vivid dream. Because the most vivid dreams you have are right before you wake up.
Yeah.
And then that's like sort of waking up your brain, but not all the way. I think that's my theory. It works like every time.
Really?
And then because of that, I'm able to lucid dream a lot during that.
And that's where you like understand you're in a dream and you can kind of do what you're like conscious in a dream.
It's different levels. Like the understanding you're in a dream and then being able to manipulate your dream are very different things. Because I've had a lot of lucid dreams where I'm like, I know that I'm dreaming.
Yeah.
This is a dream. And then also at the beginning, you get excited and you wake yourself up. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
But then there's also the situation where this doesn't happen anymore because I do it so much that I've gotten pretty good at it. But I used to a lot. I would realize I was dreaming, and then because I realized I was dreaming, the rest of the dream would fade away.
Yeah.
It was like in Coraline when it was just like all white around you, and I'd have to like consciously reconstruct the scene around me.
Yeah.
And then that was really hard to do without waking up. But I have had a lot of dreams where something very, very, very bad is about to happen, and then I'll just be like, "Oh, this is a dream," but then it's still scary.
Yeah.
One of the first real true lucid dreams I ever had, because part of the appeal of it is like you get to face your fears or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I've had two that were like beyond horrifying. One was this is very early on in like lucid dreaming on purpose. I was basically just in hell, and it was just like this giant chasm in front of me, all dark. I'm in the underworld. There's just like all darkness. There's just this thin stone pathway leading out to like a vanishing point in the distance. I can't even see where this pathway goes. It's just dark.
Yeah.
And it's just like all like chanting around me and shit. And then it gets really quiet. And I just knew that the devil was standing in front of me, like at the end of that pathway.
Yeah.
And I just remember I was like, but I'm dreaming. It doesn't matter. And I was like, I'm not afraid of you. And it like echoed, and then it just was silent. And then it was just like, yes, you are. And I was like, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. I was so scared. I was like, it's real, it's real, it's real.
Dude, we should go to mass.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Drunk, though.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I would have nightmares, a lot of nightmares, actually. And I don't know if it counts as lucid dreaming, but I got to a point where I'd be having a nightmare, and I'd be like, wait a minute, this isn't real.
That's lucid.
I'm just dreaming. I don't have to deal with this. I can just wake up, and I would just force myself to wake up, and I'd be out of the nightmare, and I'd be like,
look at that.
Dodged another one.
And then you go right back into it.
Yeah, and then I'd fall asleep, and it'd be the same thing, and I'd be like, fuck. Yeah. But yeah, that would happen a lot. I kind of forgot about that until we started talking about lucid dreaming. But yeah, when I was a kid, I would have so many nightmares about
recurring. Any?
Yeah, I would have a recurring one where there was a really like strange looking kid, like had like facial deformities, and really like scared me. And like I remember a swing set, like the kid would be on a swing set a lot. And I would just like walk up, and they'd just be staring at me, and I'd be like, I'd feel like I wouldn't want to be rude, and should treat this kid like any other kid, but I was like so terrified of it, but I was like compelled to like go towards this kid and talk to them, but I would always just like wake myself up before I really had to do it.
That's really terrifying.
They would just like look at me, and they were really odd looking. Yeah.
If you went back into that dream as an adult, would you go up to them if you're lucid?
No, because it's weird for adults to talk to kids. Yeah.
That's true.
But it was weird. They had almost
kid.
like a pizza face. Like their face was like all like
mash.
It was like pockmarked and like weird texture, like a weird like melted cheese texture.
God.
Like really terrifying. But nothing ever really happened. It was always just like that kid would be there, and I'd be like getting closer to them. And
at night, I assume.
Yeah, usually at night. Yeah.
I have a lot of really scary dreams where it's just my exact surroundings, but it's a dream. So it's just like augmented reality.
Yeah.
And I had one where I realized it was a dream, but it was just me in my bedroom. It was while I was home for like winter break. And it was just I woke up in my bed, but I knew it wasn't real life. I just knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what's wrong? Like why do I know that this isn't real? And I looked over him. I live in like a house built in the 1800s, so it's super old. I look over and my closet door is open, and I never leave it open. I was like, that's not how I left that. And then I'm just sitting there laying in bed, and the door just slowly opens, just all the way, all the way, and it's just an abyss.
Yeah.
And I just know that something is in there, just standing behind my clothes.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck it, it's a dream." And I just got out of my bed and I just sprinted into the closet and I tackled. I just like did a tackling form and I felt like the hands on my like the cold hands on my skin.
That's crazy.
And I woke up with chills and I was just like disgusted. I just remember thinking like I felt the hands on me.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much your brain can trick you into really believing it's real.
Yeah. Have you heard of? I think it's called ibogaine or ibogaine. It's like a drug.
Ibogaine?
Ibogaine, maybe. You've heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does it do?
It's a drug you take, and it's like a lucid dream. It's like a 4 to 6 hour long lucid dream, apparently.
That sounds scary, but I want to do
Sounds
it.
terrifying, yeah. But people say that it's like life changing.
I will literally do any psychedelic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
And I want to.
Ayahuasca.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I want to I want to have a shaman and everything.
Yeah. That'd be sick.
Yeah. Just why not?
Yeah. There's no reason not to.
Even though
you might shit your
I
pants.
was tripping on acid for like 3 weeks after I did it.
Really? No, you weren't. 3 weeks?
Minorly, but yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot. I just did a tab.
Okay.
And my actual trip was fine. Didn't have any like bad components
when
to
it lasted so long, you probably got worried.
I got very worried.
Yeah.
I woke up the next morning and went to Jimmy John's, and all the tiles on the brown, red, and white tiles, like I just like looked at all of them on the wall, and I was like, "Fuck!"
Still going on.
This is not happening right now.
Yeah.
And then for like the next 3 weeks, I was just in this. I just wasn't quite with reality.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
Yeah.
I just felt like there was like wax paper between me and real life.
Yeah.
It was very odd.
That's weird.
And then I signed up for this drug study that my friend sent me. It was a psychedelic drug study, and I was like, this is my thing.
Yeah.
Get paid to get fucking fucked up on drugs. I was like, I'm going to get in. I just have to hope that I don't get the placebo.
It's like a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, exactly. I was already planning ahead. I was like, if I get the sugar pill, I'm going to be so mad.
Yeah.
And I did this interview with this scientist lady on Zoom. She asked me a bunch of questions, and I could just tell she's supposed to remain unbiased the whole time, but I could tell I was doing well.
Uh-huh.
And then she was like, "Have you ever had recurring nightmares?" And I was like, "Yes." And she was like, "Oh." And I was like, "Is that?" And then she was like, "How often?" And I was like, "Every week." And then she was like, "Okay, got it." Every other one she's been like, "Perfect."
Yeah.
So she said, "Okay, got it." And then we like did a bunch more, and then it was like I got an email. It's like, you will not be going forward for the next phase.
I should try that.
I get so many dreams of my teeth falling out.
Oh, I've had those.
Yeah.
Or my teeth are like soft. Like I
Yeah.
bite down and they like are like pushed away and
Mhm.
stuff. They're falling out and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that. Somebody was telling me that I think it's the teeth falling out one where like that means you feel like you're losing control or you don't have control over your life.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Have that constantly. And then the other one that I have constantly is me and my family move into a new house, and there's another room that, like, it's always like me and my brother find this room that's in like the attic that's ginormous and empty.
Yeah.
And my mom's always like, that was not on the listing. And my brother and I were like, well, what is it? And she was like, I don't know.
Weird.
And then it's always like weird and cold in that room.
Yeah.
And then that's it. But it's a house in Florida with an attic. It's a house in Vermont in the woods with an attic. It's always a different location. Same exact script every single time. And then my brother and I always end up having our room in that room.
Interesting.
And I looked it up, and it said it was like you're afraid to like acknowledge a part of you.
Oh.
I tried to do a joke about it, insinuating that I was gay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm gay.
No.
I just looked at the camera and it's off. Yeah, not gay.
No.
Unless Caitlin Clark's a man, then I'm gay.
Very gay.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, what shows you got coming up this week?
Shows this week? None, dude. My next show is September 6th, I think.
That's a good day, though.
Yeah, it's like 2.5 weeks away. I don't even remember where it is. DJ was gonna tell me about it closer to the date, so I'll find out
this will
about
be
that.
out tomorrow, so those people can go to that.
Cool.
What's your Instagram handle?
Drew Gregory does stand up.
That's good.
Yeah,
you
came up with that.
That is good. What do you think about my Instagram handle?
What is your Instagram handle?
Haha, very funny Harry Meredith.
That's great.
No, it's Harry haha very funny Francis Meredith.
That's even better.
No, it's
All right, I'll just look it up. Fuck you. Your Instagram handle is Harry _Meredith_.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right?
That's great. Yeah, I mean I think it's better to have it just be your name. But there were so many Drew Gregorys already. I couldn't find one.
Yeah, if you were a girl looking at my Instagram, what would you think? It's all reels.
Yeah, I would think this guy's really active, and he does a lot of stuff in the comedy world. He likes Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, I do. I'm probably gonna put up a clip of me talking about Caitlin, honestly, because I like her so much.
He has he seems to be an athlete.
Tom Brady.
Likes Tom Brady.
Look how old that Tosh post is.
It's very old.
What's the date on it?
Wait, I gotta go. Can I find the date on here?
No, you have to go to like the posts.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I think it's from like 2015 or something.
2015.
Just shows you how deep
that
I go.
That picture of you as a kid with your dog is fucking hilarious, dude.
What picture?
This one.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
With that bowl cut.
That was a big hit.
Dude.
Keep going. Keep going.
Lots of posts, dude. Good
oh
for
yeah,
you.
yeah. I'm very active on social media.
2015.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hype.
There's one comment. Agreed. Yeah, man. Sick, dude. Oh my god, dude.
What? Is that not a good pick?
You were just a small kid. That's so funny.
I'm still a small kid, Drew.
Yeah.
I got a haircut and you didn't compliment it at all.
I meant to say something because I did notice it. It looks good, dude. It's one of those haircuts where it doesn't look like a fresh cut. When did you get it cut?
Whoa.
Yeah. Which is good because you don't want it to look like a fresh cut.
Right before I came here.
Really?
I was like, I'm podding. Yeah, also I had a lot of facial hair.
Oh, you shaved.
I was scraggly.
Who's this kid?
That's John Ratliff. Dude, I have one of my Asian friends. I have two of my Asian friends. Keep scrolling up. It's just literally just them posted on my Instagram.
Yeah.
One's a mirror selfie.
This
and
one right here?
That's Diz.
Nice.
He's doing a PhD in theoretical computer science at MIT.
Oh, sick. Oh, this is the mirror selfie.
And that's Zhang. Yeah.
Zhang, nice.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was probably really good podcasting. All right.
All right.
I'm gonna end this so I can pee.
All right. I'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye.